Bonjour everyone and welcome to Nat One. It's Well Beyond the Witchlight, and tonight we are without Lauren, but we'll handle it somehow. I don't know how we will, but we will. Peach has got a bit of neighbour issues in the background there, so if you want to just mute whenever stuff's happening, that'll be grand.
Soz.
It's okay. And so last session they got to Yon and they met this giant guy. What is he? He's a fucking cyclops. He's got one little eye, well, one very large eye. He's absolutely massive. He can like pick someone up in his hand, and he's a beeholder. In other words, a beekeeper, right? So this beekeeper, he wants his queen bee back, but they've also met a dandelion called Amidor, and Amidor is in love with the queen bee, Pollinella. So obviously that were a bit of a conundrum, weren't it? They also met an elf, high elf acrobat called Gleam, who was part of a sort of double act acrobatic act from the Witchlight Carnival, who recognised the smell and the effects on Holland and Flopsy from the Witchlight Carnival. And yeah, she informed you of a bit of information about the fact that Enderlin Moongrave has snipped off her shadow, for one, which you do recognise to be the one of the lackeys that Witch and Light told you not to talk about. So much like Bavlorna has the Lawnlings, Scabatha had that little girl with a pig mask on, and Enderlin had the shadow version of Gleam, which has the moon mask on her face. So her shadow's been snipped, and also Gleam's sister Glister is still at Motherhorn, where Enderlin resides. Now, obviously, they needed to be split up because Enderlin has got one major fear, and that is an eclipse. Now, obviously, Gleam's sister Glister has a sun mask on, and Gleam has a moon mask. So if they were to be acrobating around, flinging up into the air, and if they were to cross each other, that would be an eclipse, and Enderlin cannot have that. So anyway, meanwhile, they made friends with Mudlump. They taught him all what it means to be a yum-yum, in other words, what love is. And he invited him back to his house, where they drank some mead, where a strange water genasi frost druid popped out for a second and left. And you all had a nice, sexy little long rest, where as Octavia and Archie were falling asleep, Archie got absolutely wrecked on the mead. Really, really drunk, as did Gleam, to be honest. And Octavia gave Archie a little goblin teddy called Goober to snuggle.
Goober.
Yeah. And also, you found another campestre, which was saying, please, please. And Octavia named it Plesiosaurus. Yeah. So, you've all taken your long rest, you've all had a nice sleep, even through the deep, rumbling snoring of Mudlump as he's like sat on top of the wooden bit here. Octavia and Archie and the three campestres are beneath it, and Mudlump sort of sleeps on top, rumbling the floorboards above as he snores deeply. And yeah, Amador and Pollinella are actually not sleeping right next to Ugla. They would have slept like over here. I'm just going to move Holland out of the way for a second there. Holland would have slept on Ugla. So like, yeah, you all get a nice long rest and all heal up. So does everyone else from all the lightning damage that they took from getting struck by lightning. Yeah, you wake up to the sort of the deep snoring of Mudlump mixed with the sort of gentle hum of the bees that are in the hive outside.
I imagine Aerith would have been up already, considering she already only needs to sleep like 4 hours cooking.
Mm-hmm. Where are you cooking?
Is there something somewhere to cook in this little area?
You don't actually find any form of like fire or anything at all. You think this mudlump guy, he goes around eating mushrooms and drinking mead, and raw mushrooms and mead are all he needs.
Uh, I'll go I'll go out and pick some mushrooms then.
Okay. Do you not have any food on you at all? You can actually go out and do a bit of scavenging if you
Yeah.
like. Okay. Do. Boop. Make me a survival check. Let's see here. Oh, that's nice. Then can you roll me a d8? Nice. Okay. So you go like sort of outside for a bit, and you when you sort of like come out of the door, like we were saying that the door's down here, by the way, and like not up there. You come out of the door and you sort of see all these like horrible mushrooms that are meant for the fermentation process, as you were informed by Mudlump before, and you think like, no, they're probably not going to taste really good, even if they are cooked nicely. And you sort of like wander around a bit further, sort of on your own, and you noticed how truly lonely it is out here when there's no one around. Like the further you go away, you just feel like, oh gosh, this is really oppressive and dark and lonely, and this sort of bad feeling comes over you a little bit, but you press on through anyway with that lovely 18 survival. And almost like completely miraculously, through some of the rocks you see very sort of struggling to grow, is actually a brilliantly coloured flower, like a yellow sunflower. And you get the scent, when you go near it, you get the scent of honey from it, which is quite apt. Because obviously of the honey mead, perhaps it's grown through some sort of persevering magic. And the sunflower is very large too. It's like a plate.
Oh yeah, does it look pickable?
Oh yeah, it looks pickable and it looks edible. Like when you get up to it, you know how you could like roast sunflower seeds and all that kind of thing. When you go up to that, you can see straight away it looks magical. It looks edible. It looks like you could sort of like break it up into chunks and cook it, and it would feed everyone the whole day. Unfortunately, it wouldn't feed Ooglay, because Ooglay only eats meat. And we all know that Ooglay likes to eat.
Yeah, Aerith with like a very adept hand, will pick the flower.
Nice. And you can bring that back. And if anyone has any like fire or anything like that, you can cook it.
Oh, was there any wood while I was out foraging?
Apart from the tree that houses all the bees, there's not a single tree that you could probably snap off some like dusty, ashy sort of crack up some crap brambles. Yeah, they probably would burn very easily as well because it's extremely dry. So yeah, you can have those.
Yeah, I'll just make a fire in like this little stone. It looks like a table, so I'm gonna assume it's a table.
Mm-hmm.
And just like plop it on there and start cooking the flour.
Nice. Just pop a little fire pit down here.
Away, hey!
Nice. You start roasting up the fire. Sorry, the sunflower. And yeah, you cook up Essentially, each bite of it is like a good berry. It'll last you all day.
And how many bites does it look like it could be?
Enough for everyone, yeah. It literally just says that you can find enough to feed the whole party, which is everyone here.
Awesome sauce.
Mm-hmm. Everyone would be roused by the smell of cooking.
I'm testing whether my Discord still works. Cool. Flopsy is going to kind of stir from his sleep, and I'm just doing this for my own fun. He's going to roll himself a wisdom save. Fail on it. That'll come in a second. He's going to get up, do his like dabbliest stretches. His back cracks with every movement, reaches down to his toes, and almost as if he were floating when he sniffs the cooking that's going on over here, he's gonna like saunter over very light-footedly over to Aerith, not on top of Aerith.
Oh, hi, Flopsy.
Flopsy has the meanest scowl on his face. He does not look happy at all. Well, I'm so happy to see you this morning, Aerith. It's been a while since somebody cooked for me. Usually I'm the one doing this.
Are you okay, Flopsy? You got a weird look on your face. It's kind of funny.
Oh, me? No, I'm perfectly amazing. I had a rather comfortable night's sleep. I mean, Holland took up most of Uglay, but I managed to snuffle into his side a little bit. He looks genuinely angry and annoyed.
when
he sounds happy.
When you do look back at Holland as well, Holland is literally like curled up so like comfortably on Uglay. Like it's like the like, you know, like when he's got like his little hands under his chin and he's like properly like snuggled up there, snoring his head off. And also like we know like when there's like a little snore bubble that comes out, it's just he's having the best comfiest sleep of his life.
Are you sure, Flopsy? You look kind of upset.
No, I'm perfectly... Oh, it's not working, is it? I'm trying to get the better of this thing, and he pulls out the wand of scowls that he got a while ago. I know that every other time that I'm feeling down or questioning something, I can usually bring a smile to my face. But this is getting the better of me right now. I assure you, I'm totally fine. I just don't look it.
Oh, frowny Flopsy is gonna live in my mind. Yeah, Aerith will like break apart a piece of this flour and hand it to Flopsy, and I imagine it's like golden brown and looks delicious.
Oh yeah.
He holds it up to his nose and inhales deeply. So, Aerith, have you ever been taught how to cook, or did you learn this yourself?
I just kind of, I mean, I took what I knew from Sue and built on it, you know? Or Nana.
I mean, for you to... Record.
Yeah, she said Nana.
Yeah. For you to cook for the orphanage as well, you seem to have got quite a lot of skill.
Oh, you've got a lot of you've got a lot of robotness going on.
Do I? I don't know what's happening with my Discord. Everything else is fine. It's just Discord that's being a bitch.
Yeah, it's crashing on Peach as well. Have you still got Sirenscape up? And if so, just get rid of that.
Okay, cool. It's gone. Am I still a robot?
You're still a little bit of a robot, yeah. Just talk a bit more, because it might catch up.
Okay, where was I? Yes, you seem to have a lot of skill. And he takes a bite of it, and his eyes kind of widen, and a minute has passed, so this is where the scowl turns into a big, smiley, happy face, what you're used to seeing from Flopsy. But
Nice.
From the timing of it, it looks as if your food has done that to him, and he just looks rejuvenated. This is... fantastic. Where did you... Was there any more of this?
From what I saw, it was just the one, right?
There was just one, yeah.
No, it was the little guy was all out there persevering by himself, and it looked edible, so I brought it in here to feed us.
Well, you have magnificent senses to pick out something like this. You know, I never really thought of Yon as a place where I could scavenge for ingredients, but you bring new inspiration, Aerith. He looks around to see if anyone else is waking up, or if it's just us two.
You see that Pollinella sort of snuggled into Amador for a little bit. They sort of seem to be enjoying the sleep. You look over and Archie's like mouth open snoring. Octavia's sort of like laying a little bit closer to her, but like not like it's sort of like her hands a little bit like outreach, but it's like on the floor. Like it's not like touching her out. And you see that Gleam sort of like shakes her, like she sort of shakes awake and sort of like sits up on the ground and she's like, oh, goodness, what happened to me last night?
Hey, you drank a little bit, and you got drunk, but
I only remember having one drink.
that was enough. Apparent for some of us. I mean, I took a sip and like nothing happened, which was like really weird. But here, and Aerith walks over and with a big old smile hands Gleam a piece of the flour. I cooked it myself.
Where did you find this?
I was just out looking around, and the little guy was growing by him all by his lonesome, and I figured it was edible, so I brought it back and cooked it.
Wow. How miraculous. Flower to be growing around here. Impossible. She sort of like looks at you with a little like strange look on her face, like, how did you manage that? But she eats it nonetheless, and she can't betray from her face the fact that she likes it, but she's still just eating it normally, you know what I mean? Like, she's not, like, being overly, you know, wow about it. She's just, okay.
Well, I hope you enjoyed it, and Aerith will bounce on her heels and start handing it, and come over and set the piece of inside of Amador right next to Paula.
Pollinella like wakes up immediately and starts sniffing around it, and her cute little anime face is like, "Hey!" And she just chomps down, like sort of licking it around. And then like Amador sort of shakes at the movement, and he's like, "Oh, I was having the most wonderful dream, and well, let's just say it involved you, Pollinella." Pollinella buzzes happily, and he's like, "Oh, what's this? Oh, wait, is this a bit of a flower?"
Oh no! Yeah, I found it growing outside, and I figured it was edible, so I brought it in and cooked it.
Oh, it wasn't sentient, was it? Because if it was sentient, then we would have been a little issue.
No, it wasn't sentient.
Okay, wonderful. Oh, give me a piece of that, Pollinella. He just like reaches up and just like bites it. And he doesn't have a mouth. It's just like the petals on his face sort of like almost like extend towards whatever he's eating, as though it's like many little teeth. But they just rub against the food. He can't like swallow or eat things because he's just an animated flower. But he gives it a taste anyway, and he's like, very good. Ah, I hope that your talents for cooking flowers don't extend to me.
No, you're safe, Amador.
Thank you. And thank you for pronouncing my name correctly as well. It's rather difficult for people.
Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna... If you and Pollinella want to, get yourself situated, prepare for the journey today, I'm gonna go hand out food to the rest of the people.
Well, do you have any idea where we're about to go?
I have no idea, but we'll figure it out.
All right, well, we will be going onward very soon.
Octavia, Archie, and also while she's waking them up, she's gonna break off tiny pieces and hand them to the 3 campestries.
Ah, the campestries just sort of like dance around like, me, please, eat all day. And they look at the food on the ground and just like look back up at you smiling, just like, ha. You don't know what to do with that.
Oh, can I try and like feed one? Like I'll bite off Aerith's piece and like look at them and be like, hey, look at this, and then put it in my mouth and chew.
They look down at you doing that. No, sorry, they look up at you doing that and smile and like go, me, Isolde, please, please. And they look like they don't need to eat. Like they just look like they're enjoying the vision of this.
Okay, cool. Then Aerith will pat them all on the head and grab the pieces.
Please, me, Isolde.
And then gently shake Aerith or Octavian Archie.
Octavia's like, I didn't do it, I promise. She looks up at you, she's like, oh, hi. Wait, is it the morning already? I feel like I didn't sleep really well.
Didn't do what?
Oh. She looks around and she's like, oh, I was having a weird dream.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You want to talk about it?
Nah. It's just a dream, you know? I don't really need to think about it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it helps to talk about it, but I'm not going to make you. But if you ever need an ear, Octavia, I'm here to listen, and I'm also here to feed you and hand her a piece.
Ah, nice. Oh, sunflower. I love sunflowers. She just She passes a bit over to Archie. Peach, are you actually back yet? Peach, are you... no. Okay. She's just gonna pass it over to Archie. Looks like it's down to you guys, Aerith and Flopsy. Archie silently eats, says Peach.
Amador, Gleam. Oh, Mudlump.
Mudlump literally like he's all the way up here, so like when you call his name he's gonna like jump down like and he's like, me hungry, me
I will
mushrooms. He just completely ignores you and sleepily walks over to the mushrooms.
Mudlump, I have a yum yum for you.
He turns around and he's like, moves his head sideways like, what's that?
I hand him the rest of the flour. I saved enough pieces for Holland.
He goes, he like twists his head and he's like, sniffs it, honey, and just fucking chows it all down. It's like a tiny little piece as well, like for his mouth, but it's gonna feed him for all day. Fucking Andrew's gone as well, what the hell? Hang on. We are having technical difficulties.
Oh no, it's just me and you, Jenna.
Hang on. Right, apparently Peach's is loading. Maybe we could just do it like one at a time, you know, when Peach loads, then Andrew. Hang on. Jeez Louise.
This is great, guys.
I can't believe it. This is what I mean. Alright, Peach, are you back? What? Couldn't tell me if you're back. I think one thing that you should be thought about is deleting applications from Task Manager. You know, like ending stuff, because that usually is what helps me when my computer's throttled. Okay. Come on now. Yeah, he's just gonna eat the stuff and then swallow it all up and gulp, and then he's like, me see bees. He's just gonna go outside and tend to the bees. Can you hear a speech? One on one with the DM. Tricky, but what an opportunity. Thanks, Goofy. Okay, yeah. Yeah, in that case then, Aerith, Gleam's gonna sort of stand up and she's gonna come over to you. And she's gonna say, so, what's on the agenda?
Is Yon the only place you've ever been to?
What do you...
So,
Oh, well,
There's
I've
three.
been to the material plane, of course. That's where I'm from.
Yeah, I know that one. I meant like so here in the Feywild. There's hither, there's thither, and there's yon where we are now. Have you ever been to hither or thither?
No, I don't believe I have.
Oh, well, I'm kind of the queen at one of those places. Um,
The Queen.
yes.
You don't look
Complete.
much like a queen to me.
Yeah, I'm more of a mom. That's what I identify as. Um, but it was completely by accident. But there's these things called bullywogs, which are like frog people, and I have a few knights or a small army, I suppose. And I thought that I would send Mudlump to go and grab them. Uh, do you think that's a good idea?
Well, I think that's a splendid idea. In fact, yes, that's a wonderful idea. And if you could fetch an army, well, Enderlin wouldn't stand a chance.
Yeah, we took down Bavlorna's home.
Bavlorna? Which one? Who's that?
That's the really ugly one.
There's another. Wait a second. Have I forgotten?
Oh, there's three of them.
3. Oh,
Yes.
what? Just like the one with the skull for a face?
One of them that's Endolin. There's another one that has like a little wind up thing on her back. That's Scabica, and then there's also um, one that kind of looks like a frog. That's Bavlorna, and that's who we sunk her home into the swamp, and we took control of her knights.
That's very impressive indeed. But 3 hags. 3 hags together.
Yes, I suspect they're going to be more powerful together, but hence why I thought we should get everything that we can.
Hmm. That does seem to be a very good idea indeed. The more the merrier. Um, is Archie back now?
Archie is back.
Okay, is
Hi, guys.
Flopsy back now?
Flopsy is finally back. It's been
Yeah!
Oh my god, thank god. Also, right, guys, go on to Task Manager and end any task that is not this. You know what I
I
mean?
don't even know how to do
Oh,
that. So.
I do that every time because my laptop moves at the speed of a
Right.
toddler.
Peach, if you don't know how to do that, you hold Control, Shift, and Escape. It'll bring up Task Manager. And then right-click on any task that's not Google, Chrome, or whatever browser you're using, and Discord, and end task on it. Because if you don't know how to do Task Manager, you probably have a bunch of crap that's on. You know what I mean? But anyway, right.
Yeah.
I don't want to, just do that in the meantime, just so that it won't happen again, because it'll stop it from using all your processors. Okay, so for those of you who have come back, Aerith has proposed to Gleam that she's going to send Mudlump to hither to fetch the Bullywug Knights to aid in the quest against Enderlin. And, well, all 3 of them, really. Because they are all there. And as Gleam stated, fighting 3 hags together in a coven is an extremely difficult thing. You're going to need all the help you can get. Flopsy, what are you doing?
That's a good idea, Aerith. I think from far away. I've not been planning because I've been trying to fix things so much.
The only issue that I think would be that we would have to send Squirt with Mudlump, and we would be stuck in Yon for the time being.
Squirt?
Yeah.
But, like, Squirt's just a little guy.
Am I missing? Are we aware that Squirt's a Feywild guide?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, Archie, at the end of the day,
have we lost Jason as well?
I don't know.
What
Hello?
and we're actually at the end of the day. What the heck is going
We
on?
lost
Oh,
Jason now as well in turn.
my
This is
control key.
cursed.
Oh no, I'm fine. It's just my control key.
Okay, right.
I said, it is up to you, because you're the one who has Squirt. So, like, if you don't want to give him up, we can't make you. But I thought it
Well,
would be a good idea.
I did promise that I'd talk to him, like. So I think, come on, guys, let's all gather around and talk to Squirt before we send him off. I don't want to break my promise.
Yeah.
You bring Squirt the oil can out of your bag or whatever, and he drops down onto the ground and he looks around at you all. He's got like a spout for a nose, and he's like, "Hello,
Hi,
hiya,
I'm Archie.
hi Archie, I'm Squirt,
Well, you got a cute voice.
hiya, thanks."
Everyone introduce yourself to
So,
Squirt the
what
oil
kind
can.
of... Oh, I'm Flopsy. Pleasure to meet you, Squirt. He's going to try and shake Squirt's nose.
He goes, "Ow, that's me
Because Squirt
nose.
doesn't have hands.
You can shake,
Oh, I'm
you can shake
sorry?
me. You can shake my handle if you want, but just not my nose."
okay. Shaking handles is like shaking hands. There you go.
Thanks.
Look
Hi,
to
little-
Aerith for...
Hi, little guy. I'm Aerith.
Hi. What's wrong? What's up? Why is everyone looking at me?
How would you feel about you don't like the hags, do you?
The hags. I don't really have much of an opinion about the hags, really. I'm just an oil can.
Yeah, but you are in with the getaway gang, right?
Well, yeah, but I'm here now, aren't I?
Well, yeah, we're kind of like the getaway gang. We're more like the get inside gang. Um,
He looks awkwardly at you.
um, yeah. Anyway, we're just here to talk to you, and then maybe ask you if you want to be in a giant's pocket and show him the way to hither. But we're not asking that yet. We'll ask that later.
Wait a minute. So we've just come through hither to yon now, and you want to go back to hither. You want me to go and take that not ogre, what is he? Assassin.
Cyclops.
To hither, right? Okay. Well, that's what I'm meant for.
That's your job. You really are good at it, and you can also do that oil thing. You know, if he ever needs it.
Yeah. Well, I don't see a problem with that. That's what I do.
Awesome. May I pick you up?
Of course. I'm an oil can.
Aerith will very gingerly pick him up and give Squirt a hug, and then
It looks like his grandma's hugging him, and he's like, ugh.
mud lump.
What?
How did you sleep?
Good. Why?
Do you know about the hags?
Hags? No. Hags no yum yum.
Would you like to do something that it would be very yum yum and help everybody and take down the bad yum yum hags?
Bad yum yum yuck yuck.
I will present Squirt to Mudlump. Have you ever been to hither, Mudlump?
What that?
It's outside of yon.
No, that. He points at the can, and Squirt just goes, yeah, I'm just an oil can.
It's just something to help you get across the mountains.
Why go mountains?
So, I have a lot of yum yum friends in hither that could help us beat up the bad yum yums.
And Squirt goes, and I know where everything is, so you don't have to worry about getting lost. Mudlump looks down and he's like, friends.
Friends. They could be your friends.
More yum-yums. Me.
Squirt, when you guys get there, as much as I love Mudlump, he can be a little bit intimidating. So if you would give my knights a message and say that Queen Aerith requests their presence in Yon, and you and Mudlump will be their guide.
Yeah, I can do.
Thank you. Do you think you can do that, Mudlump? You can even take some of your bees with you.
Bees. He like puts his stick upwards, which has got the hive on the end of it, and these 3 swarms sort of get round to him. Me get yum yum, friends. And he nods at you, and he just walks off. Doof, doof. And Squirt's like bouncing along the ground, like, wait, you need to wait. And he turns around and he's like, what? And Squirt's like, I need to go in your pocket or something. I'm too small. and he's like, okay. He picks him up, lifts him up, and puts him into the brim of his hat.
Mudlump, wait.
What?
Aerith runs up and hugs his leg, and she like gives him the biggest smile, looks up at him and says, "Thank you so much, Mudlump. You're such a good person."
He looks so like surprised by that, because he's like, yes. And he like lifts his other hand that's not holding the stick, like he pushes it down like on top of your head and pats your head, but it feels like doof, doof, as he does so.
Oh God!
Good friend.
All right, be safe, Mudlump.
He turns around and just walks away. Squirts on top of his hat and he's like, "Be careful, Mud, you're walking a bit too hard." And, as they leave, and you just see Squirt sort of rattling around on top of his hat. And yeah, they storm off, bounding down the place, out the way. Okay, so you sent Mudlump off to hither to fetch the Bullywug Knights.
All right, I don't know how long that's gonna take, guys, but yeah, that's that.
Well, I hope it, takes a reasonable amount of time, but not
you
too
hear
long.
some banging again. Doof, 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 doof. Mudlump's like, "Oil can say come back," and Squirts from the top of his hat's going, where we meeting you after?"
Motherhorn.
All right, you went straight to the Motherhorn. Okay, right. Bloody Nora. And he's like,
how long do you think it's gonna take, Squirt?
couple of days, I think. Takes a while to go there and back.
Yeah.
Well, I think maybe you could all meet here, and then we meet you here, and then we come back, and then when we eventually go to Motherhorn, we'll.
Okay.
I think that's a much better idea. I don't think we should arrive at Motherhorn in different groups.
I think we should do some reconnaissance around the area.
I agree. That's a better idea. What they said.
All right, so we're coming back here. Right, come on, Mudlump. Bye. Right, he's gone. Beep-a-da-boop-ba-boo.
Well, he was
I
nice.
think this is the beginning of a fantastic idea, Aerith.
You think so?
We seem to have made quite a lot of friends along the way, but yes, I do. The Bullywug army are the only ones that I really think are going to help us in a fight. I mean, the townspeople of Mint Muse aren't exactly fighters. We already tried at the inn to get your Nana on our side, but we wouldn't want to put her in danger, would we? So we won't go any further than that.
Well, this is Gleam. If you're thinking about getting together some sort of army, then Well, how about the natives of this place? They're at some sort of civil war with each other now, but they could come in useful. There's the Corrids and the Briganox.
The Corrids and Briganots?
The Corrids and the Briganox, yes. They, well, they're not very peaceful amongst one another right now at the moment, but, yes, we've heard they're arguing across the mountains as me and Amador were travelling around.
Well, what are they fighting over?
I've no idea, to be honest. I think that the Cards are annoyed at the Briganox for being so noisy. The Briganox tend to mine very loudly all into the hours of the night. Every hour into the early hours of the morning. And to be honest, looking at the sky up there, you can't really tell which is which, so...
Yeah, I suppose that is actually true. Well, maybe we could unite them and like find a happy middle. I mean, we found a happy middle for Mudlump and Pollinella.
Perhaps. I've heard they're not very friendly, though. They don't sound very friendly.
Most people at war usually aren't that friendly. But I think,
I'm
mean,
sure
if
we could let them know that we are not an enemy.
Yeah.
Perhaps. She looks...
Sorry, what were you saying, Archie? I didn't realise we spoke at the same time.
Oh, no, it's fine. I was just gonna say, like, I mean, we could, we'll always just be able to talk to them, and I'm sure, they're probably not bad people, so they don't want to go to war. But I guess they feel like each other's forcing the other's hand. But really, it's like, because I can get it. Like, if you want to go to sleep and someone's playing noisy music, but also if you want to dance and someone's trying to stop the party, you can get both sides of that.
Well, the only thing I remember, I did learn a bit of information at Motherhorn, overhearing things and that. That the Corrids are little fey creatures. Their hair is the strength of iron, and some of them gather and dance at a place called Lockbury Henge.
And what about the other guys?
Oh, the Briganots.
Yeah, where are they?
I didn't really hear much about them.
But they're the noisy ones, so I guess we'll hear them at some point.
Perhaps.
Well, I think then maybe that place that you just said, that might be a place to start looking. I mean, if we're to like...
Yes, Lockbury Henge. I'm not sure where it is, of course. I've only heard about it, so I couldn't tell you where it is.
Well, then we can start looking for it as well. Henge. Like a henge. Like a Stonehenge. One would assume.
Whatever that
Well,
is.
we'll have to just keep an eye out for any henges made of lockberries. Although why you'd build such a thing, I don't even know.
Alright then. Octavia sort of stands up and she's like, well, yeah, I guess we're gonna get going. She looks a bit like, still a bit like half sleepy from her sleep, but still a bit like distracted, from whatever she was dreaming about. And
Hey,
oh, sorry, go on.
are you okay? Are you okay, Octavia?
Yeah, I just had a bad dream. It happens.
Do you want to talk about it? I mean, we could like stand over here behind this cabinet.
She comes over there to the cabinet with you, and she's like, these three are like, me, it's all day, please, please. As you like walk away from them. Have you got Goober?
Yeah, I'm holding Goober.
Okay. She comes over and she just like sort of leans against the wardrobe, and she's like, yeah, I just keep like I have a few nightmares sometimes.
Oh no. Like the same nightmare over and over again, or like different nightmares every day?
Well, it's like not the same thing all the time, but like it's like the same sort of theme, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, sometimes it's like I do something wrong, or like I haven't done anything at all, but I still get blamed for it, and
But that's not fair.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Do you know why you have these nightmares?
I don't know. I don't know, because I thought I'd be like over it, because when we were back at Bavlorna's house, and
Oh yeah.
I was trying to get my heart back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like when I didn't have it, it was kind of good, because I could forget about stuff, and I figured I'd forgot about stuff a lot and enough, and then when I got it back, I felt like there was no like feelings there still, like, so I thought I was over it, and then like it's, instead of it being like good feelings, it's like bad feelings,
Yeah. I get you.
I guess I never told you about my ex.
I think we kind of spoke about it, but not very much, like when we first met.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't really nice, and I was always trying my best, to like do things and make him happy and all that kind of stuff, but I don't know, I guess at the time I thought it was just like me, and there was something wrong with me, and then like when my heart got taken away, because I asked Bavlorna to like take it away from me, because I didn't want to like love him anymore when he wasn't being really nice to me, and then yeah, it got taken away, and then I felt better, but then I felt like empty inside, so I wanted to get it back.
Yeah. Well, like, because I know it's something you're kind of worried about a little bit, but you don't have to be good at anything. Like you're not here because we're gathering a crew of the best, or something. Like, none of us are the best in the world. We're all good at different things, but like, I like you being here because I like you being here. Like, you don't have to be awesome, but like,
No,
I was thinking.
I think I know that, like, but like, there's something in my like mind that makes me feel other ways. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like I know the truth. Like, I know he was mean to me, and I know that I don't need, like, I don't need to like prove myself to like him anymore and stuff. But like, there's just like something like in the back of my head that's like always making me feel weird,
Well, I mean, if you want to like be better at archery because you want to be better at it, and not for any other reason, I could like teach you a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, like just like a little bit of archery. Like, there's this cool trick I do where I put two arrows in the same thing, or like fire two arrows really quickly, kind of like a multi-attack.
I think I might have to like learn how to shoot one first, and then you know, and then do 2. Maybe, I don't know. I could try.
I could give you target practice. Like, if we could find an apple, I could put it on my head, and then you'd have to not miss.
she looks a bit like scared of that, and she's like, maybe I could just do it like off your like hand or something, like maybe not your head because that might kill you.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, that's a good idea. I was only joking.
Well,
but
if you want, like, we could go outside now and we'll have a little try.
yeah, let's do some target practice. Okay, I need to set up like a target. Oh my goodness. Let's see if I have anything apple-like on my person. As I open up my character sheet, which refuses to open.
It's okay. Just you can.
Oh, and open and then closed. And now it's moving all around the place. What's going on? Oh gosh. We're getting there. Okay. Got it open, and I'm looking. Hey, maybe you could take a hold of, try and shoot this. Let's see. This clockwork frog.
Oh, okay. That's like a moving target. Maybe you could
Yeah.
just put it on the floor and I'll stand over here.
Right.
Yeah, right. She's gonna.
I'm gonna wind it
Oops,
up, and
she
then
can do the multi-attack. Oh, that's a Nat One straight away out the bat. Straight away out the bat, the Nat One. She knocks an arrow and she's pulling it and pulling it and pulling it, and her strength just wobbles her arms a little, and like as she lets go, it just thinks straight into the ground. Ah, no.
Okay, Octavia, you need to like not look at where the moving target is, but where they are moving to. You need to close your eyes and just feel where they are on the battlefield, and you need to take a deep breath, hold it, and as you breathe out, that's when you let the arrow go. Try it now.
Alright, with the help action. That's a Nat 20. No, it's not a Nat 20, it's a dirty 20. What's that fucking short sword for? What am I pressing short sword for? Whatever. It's the same fucking thing. It's the same mods. Yeah. She literally just follows all of your advice, and like, as she breathes out, like, it just gets the clockwork frog, and as the clockwork frog's like, ribbit, as soon as it gets hit, it's like, as like springs just come out of it, and it just bursts into like bits of machinery. And she's like, oh my god, I got it!
That was awesome!
Wow! Like, let me see if I can get it again. With a help action.
Yeah.
Oh, she misses. She misses. Well, at least I can do like 2 this time.
Yeah, you were awesome. See, you should never doubt yourself. You should just be in the zone and just be confident in how good you are. Because you are. You really are.
Well, maybe I can prove that at some point.
But you don't need to.
No. Okay. I'll try and believe that. I'll try and make my back of my head believe it too.
Do you want a hug?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
she like drops a fucking arrow. She literally drops a fucking bow and arrow down on the ground and like opens her arms out wide.
Aww.
And
hug.
When she hugs you as well, you feel like she's like snuggling into like the side of your neck, and like she puts a hand around the back of your neck and like touches your ponytail and everything, and you can sort of almost hear her being like,
No.
And she like holds on longer than you do.
I just struck her hair while we hug.
Aww. And Gleam's like, so yes, we've got to get down. And as soon as she walks outside, she's like, oh, yes, probably best not to go out there straight away because there are. And then Amador's like, oh, what do we have here? Love is in the air. Oh, love is in the air. We love a bit of love, don't we? And Octavia turns around and she's like, go away. Stop looking. And she's gonna like bring you down here.
Yeah, Archie's like upon sort of hearing the mention of love, though, she's kind of gone a bit red and like a little bit embarrassed, and then just sort of like, kind of just like has this sort of awkward face on.
Flopsy.
Are you okay? Like, do you not like people seeing?
Oh, it's just like obviously, like I've said, I mean, I don't like love. I can't do that, you know.
Oh yeah. How do you? Well, that's okay. Like you said to me, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to prove anything, and that's okay. I mean, and anyway, Amador, it's much too like that's not even a thing. Like, don't even. She's gonna come up and start like poking his little like head and being like you can't.
Does
just,
she miss?
No. You can't just say that. Anyway, that's not just. It's not a thing. Just stop. She's just gonna hide behind this wall and be a bit confused. Gleam's like,
she's gonna come in for a sneaky hug.
Gleam's like, well, spare us the theatrics, everybody, because we don't really have much time for this, do we?
Well, there's always time to hug your friends.
Of course, of course.
Don't you like hugs, Gleam?
Not in particular.
Yeah, me too.
Not in particular, yeah, me too.
That's strange. I thought you would be a very huggy person.
50% of the time.
No.
She looks at you and smiles at that because she kind of gets that. Like, she feels like she's got a bit of like something to relate to there.
Oh.
Well, let's just say I like hugs about 1% of the time.
Well, that's, I mean, better than 0%.
Closest I get to hugging, really, is when me and my sister cross paths in the air, and we have to grab onto each other and throw each other, and that's that really. She looks a little bit like she's not very used to it.
Would you like a hug, Gleam?
Oh no, thank you. Spare me. She dismisses that straight away and like shakes her head. And anyway, we've got things to do. This is much more important. So
Yes.
we're looking for the Lockbury Henge, I do believe. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we pick a direction and start walking, right?
Well, let me just climb to the top of this like building and have a look around and see if I can see any henge-like things.
Okay.
And I have a climbing speed, so.
All right, you climb up and.
Do you know what a henge looks like, Archie?
Probably. I'll know it when I see it.
Okay. I don't know why Aerith's lines still. Everyone's lines are here.
I don't know why yours lines are there.
Why is so many lines on here?
Gosh.
What the heck? There's just lines all over the map for some reason. Yeah, so you guys are about here-ish.
And I'm looking at any henges.
Roll me a perception with advantage.
This is gonna go really well. I'm very good at that.
Ooh, nice.
I told you.
Yeah, as you ascend Mudlump's tower house, you get right to the tippy top of its sort of dome-shaped fucking roof. And you crouch there like, Batman in the dark. Ooh. You're looking around. You can see all of the sort of distant rumblings of like huge clouds thick with lightning like roiling around and crackling. And as you sort of look over this entire place, you can see rather clearly. You can see in a sort of you can actually see all the way to Motherhorn, so you can pretty much see everything on the map up to up to the top of the, like, this way here. Can you see that? Wait, am I broadcasting?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can see up to the tip of Motherhorn and round. So you can't really see further than that top moon. Oops.
You can see loads of things from here. You can see there's like a little lake.
Yeah,
There's another little lake down there. There's like trees. I can see a little bit of the hither. Oh, and look, a henge.
Actually,
I know where the.
Are you sure it's a henge?
With that 28 perception as well. Before you started shouting out what the things that you could see in the silence, that whilst you're up there, you can actually hear the very distant, like, ding 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 sound of mining coming from here.
And it sounds like there's miners. That is to say, people who mine, not children. Well, hopefully not children. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, let me just slide down here and talk to you in a reasonable tone now, so I don't have to shout. Okay, that's better. Yeah, so there's like a few things. We've got like 2 lakes. There was a henge. There was also like someone mining. It sounds like maybe there's like a yawn mining operation. Maybe we could like look into that as well. Try to stop them from mining. Because that'll probably supply Yon's armies, which we don't want. And if it doesn't supply Yon's armies, then I mean, it's still pretty bad for the ecosystem. So we should look into that. But I do know where the henge is. It's like literally just to the west of us. You could see Archie doing like a little northeast southwest.
Never eat shredded wheat. Counting our fingers. It's just to the 1, 2, 3 east, west.
Literally.
Well then, if that's where it is, then I guess that's where we're going. Is anyone going to wake the child up, by the way? Like, you look over and Holland just, like, rouses awake. He looks really, really sleepy. And Ooglay also wakes up sleepy. And he climbs on top of Ooglay. And it looks as though he's so tired that he might not even want anyone to speak to him today.
He's so tired. I don't think he wants anyone to speak to him today.
He looks like...
So let's, like...
Yeah, literally, Ooglay, like, grumpily sort of, like, wanders over. And it's almost like you can see that Holland's, like, sort of, like quietly talking to Ooglay, and Ooglay's quietly talking back, but in speak with animals, and that's it. And, yeah, he looks like he's too tired.
You know what, guys? Let's let Holland have the best rest of his life. Because he sure needs one after all he's been through.
Nice. That's cute. Anyway.
Well, let me gather up my Kempestries and then we can go.
Me, please, Isolde.
That's right. You are allowed to get in my bag. You're welcome. And it is all day, so I'll put you in there. And I put them all in.
Nice. Put them all in your bag. And you head off. You all head off. All bloody 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of you head off to Lockberry Henge. The journey to Lockberry Henge is rather interesting. As you're all here, you are wandering through sort of this what's the word? This sort of little foggy patch there. Let me just get this measurement tool right. You're wandering sort of this way because it's the quickest way there and up. And as you get to this foggy sort of patch, you hear this rustling of wind all of a sudden, as though like through all these height craggy mountainsides. It's almost creating like a huge wind tunnel, like. And you look up into the sky and you see this like absolutely ginormous, twisting, winding tornado. It looks angry as it comes like through towards you, and you all sort of like take note of this and aptly find places to like sort of hide behind cracks and things like that, except Holland and Ugle, who have been very, very sleepily walking along like do. Sort of, as you all run and hide, they are left in the centre on their own, and whoosh, this tornado just picks them up. And you see Holland grabbing onto the back of Ugle's like feathery back, spinning around, and he's like, wow! And the tornado ups and carries him and Ugle away.
No.
You don't even know when you emerge from your fucking hiding places. You don't even know what direction that this tornado is even gone. Oh my god, Holland and Ugle!
Oh my goodness. Where are they?
I don't know. They're just gone. They just got swept up by what? This can't be happening. We've just lost.
Staring into the sky.
We've just lost Holland and Ugle.
Well, okay, lost, but Holland's are really good at finding. He found me. So we'll have to find him. Now, we don't know where he could be, so we should look everywhere until we find him. Okay? We'll leave no stone unturned, and Archie's gonna, like, pick up rocks off the floor and, like...
Gleam, just like when you pick up a rock.
Did nobody see...
Go on, Flopsy.
Sorry. Oh. Did nobody see...
Oh, wow.
Did nobody...
Oh my gosh.
Went how high they went?
No!
Can you try Discord on your phone, please?
Anything?
Oh, wow. It's gonna, like, speed up now.
You're good at anything he's wearing.
Yeah, speed up.
What's happening?
Right. Listen, Andrew, go on your phone, or at least change something about your Discord, because that is literally...
I can hear all of your
Oh my god.
No.
reactions.
No.
Is this working now?
You can hear us all about 10 seconds later.
No, actually, try it now, Andrew. He was going through clear at the end.
No, but it's still going to keep doing it unless something changes.
Hello?
Right.
There we go.
Hello.
Andrew, even if it sounds okay, you're being like 10 seconds late.
I'm disconnecting.
Okay. This is going to make no difference. He needs to go on his phone or something. It's probably something to do with his internet. Because that's like a connection issue.
No, it's internet.
Yeah, but when you lift up a stone, Gleam's like, oh, come on, please. Like you're going to find him there.
Please. Well, you know, there could be like a secret door. I mean, you know, it's better to look around and see if we can find him than to say, oh, he's not going to be here, so let's not look there.
Of course we're going to look around. That's just, you know, he's not going to be under a rock, is he? Flopsy.
Hopefully.
Are you back? Flopsy? Oh, come on. Just go on your phone.
Oh, Flopsy.
I can hear you again.
Yeah, but you're still late. Let's do a time countdown. Tell me when you hear me speak. When I say go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, you came like a total robot.
It's literally...
Well, there we go.
Literally, will you just go on your phone, please? We need to solve this for next week, because this is too much. This is too much. Is he gonna go on his phone? I'm gonna have to disconnect him. He's not looking. Oh, why am I messaging him on that? I'll message him on Facebook and say go on your phone.
I better know.
Are you on your phone?
No.
Maybe you should go on your phone.
If I've got this working now, I'll try this, and then if not, I'll try that.
You're still late and it's still crackly.
Fuck's sake.
Yep. It's like
You will
I'll
be.
speak and then it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, then you talk.
Right.
It's definitely probably something to do with his internet. But also, you need fans. Like if you've got like computers that stop like that, especially given the heat in England, you need to point a fan at your computer or something. Because that's what I've got. Like all the time, I literally playing Baldur's Gate 3. I have 2 fans pointed at my computer, as well as the 3 fans and another 4th fan that are actually inside the computer. No, there's 6 fans inside the computer and 2 fans pointed at it. And my computer's a decent one. Right, are you there, Andrew?
I can't hear a single thing you're saying because it's just coming through all muffled.
So even on Discord, you can't hear what we're saying. Sorry, even on your phone, Discord.
Yeah, I'm on my phone now, and it's crackling like mad when you're talking.
Are you connected to your own internet, or are you connected to the phone internet? Wi-Fi, or
I only have my data at the minute.
you're on your data?
No, I don't have Wi-Fi at the minute.
Is that what it is?
I've been running D&D off of my data for the last 2 weeks, and it's not had any problems.
Alright, well this is what it is then, isn't it? So you've just got to get your Wi-Fi sorted out. Alright. Is there anything else that you could turn off to stop your data from using anything else?
The only other thing I can think of is try running it through my laptop again and see if it works.
Yeah, try that then. And then turn everything else
At
off.
least my sound settings are better.
Right, okay. Goodness gracious me. Well anyway, let's just get to Lockberry Henge. Yeah, Holland has been swept up with Ooglay, swept up by the tornado. Okay. So. Ooh. You are going to approach at the bottom right. But I do actually have everyone's tokens, so I'm just gonna plop you all in. Holland and Ooglay obviously aren't there. Okay. Put Gleam here. Archie and Octavia. Flopsy in the middle. Yeah, Aerith can be there. Gleam can be there. Okay. So, can you see yourselves at the bottom right of this map?
Yeah.
Nice. Can you move yourselves? Because I've copied and pasted. Sometimes it don't like that.
One sec. I was sorting out my, what do you call it? And the tab crashed. So I'm just reloading that tab up. And I'll give you a definitive answer. Okay. It's right at the bottom of the map. Oh, there we are. And I can move myself. Look at that.
Hey. Yep, we're at the bottom of the map. And let me just take a look here.
Is that a chessboard I see?
Perhaps.
Mm.
Yeah, you see that there is a very extremely steep, sort of, what's the word? Wall in front of you, essentially. This wall surrounds this place. You can't see anything that's on top of it, but you know that from the distance, when you were walking, as you were approaching it, you did see these sort of rocks all around it at the sort of edge of this platform.
The hinges, if you will.
They are hinges, yes.
Well, look at this place, everyone. What could possibly be up this rocky formation?
It looks like
I
we're
guess there's.
probably gonna have to climb up it or something.
It's the only way to find out. The only way to know for sure. Are you good at climbing?
She looks up at it, and it looks to be. It looks to be. Hang on. Sorry, I've got to. Da-da-da-da-da. It looks very, very tall. It looks like literally about 100 feet tall.
Mm.
No, maybe not that much. Wait. Da-da-da-da-da. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. No, it looks to be
Reckon I
about
could get
50 feet tall.
I reckon I could get up there in about 16 seconds.
Really? Maybe I could too? Yeah, I'm pretty good at climbing.
Yeah. Well, then I'll race you to the top.
Alright. It is quite sheer, so we're gonna do athletics checks to
Yeah.
get up here.
Let's do a race. Like,
Yeah,
let's
if you
just
wanna do
assume
a race.
everyone's racing.
I'll join. Yeah.
Okay. Gleam is just like, oh, easy. And Amador
Can I
and
have a-
Polynella are like, well, I'm going to wait here if you don't mind, as my little legs can't possibly handle it.
You can hop on my back.
Oh no, that's alright. You see he's a bit nervous. He looks quite scared of this place.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll let you know when we're back down.
Absolutely.
You coming, Flopsy?
Flopsy will probably come. I'm just gonna type what he has to do.
Flopsy looks so tired. Maybe we should not talk to him right now. Let him have his little nap.
Can I carry Flopsy?
No, it's just gonna be too
Eight
much.
in strength.
Yeah, we need athletics checks anyway, so...
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, BS.
That's bad.
And I have a climbing speed too.
You're not gonna fall with that, you're just gonna come last. If you've got a climbing speed, you won't fall, but if you...
Actually had such a gusto.
Okay. And Gleam also has a climbing speed, so she's just see how fast she can do it.
An acrobat like that? Of course she had a climbing speed.
Yeah, she gets up there just fine. Aerith makes it up there first. Followed by... Gleam. Well, you're quite the climber.
Thanks. So are you.
That's
Gives Gleam like a cheeky little wink and sticks her tongue out like, haha, I beat you.
You do quite well as an acrobat, actually, I think. Can you do a cartwheel?
Here, let me try.
Acrobatics. How do you fail the cartwheel?
Aerith, like, Tries to do the cartwheel, but you know how like when people don't know how to do a cartwheel, they accidentally misdirection.
Oh yeah.
So, like she tries to go this way and ends up going barreling straight into Flame.
She like just tries to move out the way and like bangs into this this stone, and you end up sort of like right on her, and she crumples onto the floor with you, and like you're like in a tangled mess of arms and legs, and she's like,
Oh,
um,
I'm so sorry. Oh no.
maybe not, maybe not. And she sort of like pushes you off her, and like stands up and dusts herself off. Yeah, maybe a bit more practice, and you'll be fine. she's trying to not make you feel like crap about it, but like,
I'm sorry that I bumped into you.
no, that's it's all right. We do have lots of accidents when we're practicing. Then Flopsy comes up third. Flopsy, if you are there to speak, let's try it now.
Everything's robotic as hell on my end, so it's probably not going to sound good when I talk now.
Yep.
But Flopsy will come up, see that people are trying to cartwheel, and he's going to start cartwheeling as well.
Give us an acrobatics.
I'm shocked that went through.
I mean, you sound pretty good on my end.
That's a 19. Jeez. Yeah, so when you see Aerith crash into Gleam, like you jump up there and you inspired by this, you start cartwheeling around the place. And Gleam's like, wow, well, you can tell you're from the carnival. Do you see yourself with in a career in the acrobatic arts?
Oh, I got about half of that. Yes, it's a standard practice at the carnival to cartwheel. Maybe at some point try and throw me in the air, or I could throw you.
Maybe when we're not standing so close to the edge. And then Octavia's going to make it up.
Woo!
She's going to get up there, look down at you, Archie, as you're like climbing quite slowly. And she's like, "Do you need a hand?"
I could do with one.
Come on.
Listen, I'm really good at climbing trees, right? You get me in front of a tree, I'll climb that baby. But like a rock, not so much.
You're okay. She's gonna like grab your hand and pull you up. And yeah, you are on top of Lockbury Henge. And atop this boulder-strewn plateau stands a circle of 8 megaliths. In the centre of this henge, a small checkered game board with stone playing pieces rests on the ground near the dying embers of a campfire.
Let's look at this campfire. How long has this been out, I wonder?
Make me a survival check.
12.
You notice that this fire has been very recently extinguished, almost as soon as you came to it. Like, it's very, very smouldery. But you also notice that there are sooty little footprints. And these sooty little footprints go off in this direction and this direction.
I think I'll need my scout to assist me. Octavia!
Hey, what's going on? Oh, look, someone's been playing a game.
What, here? Yeah, and maybe we can find those people who've been playing a game. Look at this camp. You see where there's sooty little footprints that go off in 2 directions?
Oh, yeah. I see.
And now I need someone to help me, because I can only go in one direction. I can't go in 2 directions at the same time. So I was thinking, maybe you could help me, and we can find those people who were playing probably a little dragon chess game, as it's known over here. You think you can help me with that?
Sure. What do you think it is?
I reckon That's a good question. What sort of creatures like to play chess?
Gleam comes over and she's like, well, it's the Corrids, of course. This is where they dance around.
The Corrids. Well, good work, scouts. I look at Octavia and at Gleam.
Gleam rolls her eyes. She comes back to Aerith and she's like, are these two always this dumb?
No.
Kind of, Aerith kind of gives her a sly look.
I don't. They're out of their element. You know how that can be.
Yes, out of her element indeed. Well, I did inform them that this is where the Corrids were, but, you know, I guess they want to do their mystery themselves, so I'll let them have it. Anyway, she's just gonna stand and watch as these two idiots fucking solve the mystery.
Never heard of playing.
Yes.
So, which way do you want to go, Octavia? Which way should I go?
Wait, we're just gonna, like, sneak up on them?
Aye, aye.
Really? Okay.
And well, I mean, yeah, I mean, they like to make... Are the Corrids the ones that like to make noise?
No. That were the, Gleam's literally like,
Oh.
I told you, that was the Briganox. Oh.
Alright, listen, these are people I've only just heard of. You can't expect me to know everything about them. Okay,
well, like
in that
I
case...
said before, you know, I was trying to not be judgmental before when I was like, you know, we all have to be very efficient here, but if you can't remember something I simply told you minutes ago, well, an hour ago, most, then how are we going to get anything done?
Hey, we're all trying, Gleam.
Well, no, alright. We'll do it your way, Gleam. So, Gleam, what are you doing? Like, I mean, obviously complaining, but what, like right now, what are you doing to help this investigation? Oh, right, you found those tracks, didn't you? And then you were going to go to the... Oh, no, wait, hold on, that was me. So what were you doing? Cartwheels?
I was simply standing here, waiting to see
Right,
what was going
right.
to happen.
Well, no, I think I'll just sit back, and I get on this chair, and I sit on it reverse style. So let's see what you do, Gleam.
Archie, you're being a little mean.
No, Aerith, it's fine. Just let her do whatever.
Yep, I'll do whatever, and you do that lots of stuff that you're doing right now.
And in the midst of your arguing, you see a small creature emerge from behind this stone here. Now let me just show you what these guys look like.
Oh, they look kind of scary.
No, they look cute.
Find a little picture for you. Okay.
Yep. They're like the little trolls from the Troll Mover. Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
And yeah, these are strange little creatures with sort of like thick bunched up hair, which is like all in like ropes. It looks like a bunch of ropes, like like kind of like dreads, but lots thicker and denser, and like stone looking skin, beady eyes. They've got these like sharp mustaches and beards, and the weird like rocky haunches for legs and cloven hooves. And this one emerges from behind the rock and says, "Don't you dare touch that game, lest your hands be chopped off by me."
Well, it looks like you did something, Gleam. Don't worry, I wasn't going to touch it. You can see, look, I'm literally sat away from it as
Well,
to not
I should
touch
hope
it.
not. And if you do touch it, then your hands will be chopped off by me. And I promise that.
You like chess?
It's not called chess. It's not called chess. What are you talking about? Chess. It's called crowns.
How do you play?
I'm not going to tell you that because it's my game, and I was playing it, if you don't mind. I was playing it with my cousin, Jago!
And she calls out, and this guy emerges from this rock. He comes over, he's like, "What's all the hullabaloo? What, are you going to ruin our game? Don't you ruin our game?"
We're not here to ruin your game.
Yes, they are. They're here to ruin the game, and I've seen it because you sat down at the chair and you're going to ruin my game.
I look the way that I'm sat on the chair, reverse style. How can I possibly ruin the game by sitting away from the game?
Jagu says, "Well, you could lean against backup game and ruin game by knocking all pieces over. I don't know.
Well, I wouldn't do that.
You
Because
better not
I
do."
am thoughtful. Well, do you know what? I'll stand up, I'll move away, and now you can't even think that I'm going to do anything to ruin the game.
Good. And you better not ruin the game anyway, because if you did, then I'll have your hands.
My hands?
She's right, you
In
know.
marriage?
No, she's right. She's right. She will do. She'll grab her hair and she'll wrap it around your hands and then tighten the knot and then your hands will fall off. That's how it happens. That's how it works.
Oh goodness, well, I'll just make sure not to do that. But I don't know why you feel the need to make threats at me. I mean, I've actually not done anything, and I wasn't going to.
Well,
That'd be...
we're just saying, right? We're just saying, just make sure you don't touch it, okay? Because we're in the middle of it, you know. We don't want it to be ruined.
Yeah, of course. What's your guys' names?
Me, I'm Jagu. I'm Jagu of Chalk. And this is my cousin. And she's the queen. I'll have you know.
Oh, I'm a queen too.
Well, you can't be a queen because this is the queen.
I'm the queen, and you can't be the queen because I'm the queen. There's nothing you can do about that. And if you're trying to take over my position as queen, then you are so sorely mistaken.
No, I'm not the queen of here. I'm a different kind of queen.
And what are you the queen of?
Downfall?
Never heard of it.
It's fair. It's in Hither.
Never heard of it.
You gonna dismiss something as being not real just because you've never heard of it?
Yes.
Yep, that sounds like nobles. Okay, well, I'll just stand over here.
Well, by that logic, I've never heard of crams, so that isn't real.
Crown? Crown is this game right here, which is what we were playing before you guys interrupted with that horrid tornado. And that tornado, you would be so glad if that tornado would have knocked any of these pieces over, then we would have your hands.
I don't know what crown is because I've never heard of it, so it doesn't exist.
It's right here, and I'm looking at it. See?
She points towards the pieces on the table.
No. Well, unless... I don't know, this kind of looks like chess.
Well, it's called crowns, and it's not called chess, and I don't know what chess is.
What do the pieces look like?
The pieces, you wouldn't... I don't think you'd really know... You'd know what dragon chess is. You wouldn't know what chess is. The pieces look like they could be used to play dragon chess, but they're all like little corrid versions of each piece. Instead of it being like a draconic king or draconic queen or whatever like that, it looks like you could play it the exact same way. It just has different pieces. They look different aesthetically.
Can I try to play against you?
Absolutely not. Because I am Argantel of the Shale, and this is Jago of Chalk. And as you can see on the board there, those pieces are made of shale, and those pieces are made of chalk. Are you going to give me some pieces of hither? What is hither even made out of?
I don't know.
I've never heard of a stone called hither. So, there you go.
It's not a stone, it's a place.
Well, I am Queen of Shale. This is the Duke of Chalk. And there are many others of us as well.
Aerith smiles and bows very deeply. Well, it is nice to meet you, my queen, my duke.
I am not your queen. I am the Queen of the Corrids. Of all of them. There's no need to bow to me.
Okay. We were coming to ask for your help, actually.
Our help?
She looks a bit like... Look, she looks around at everybody and noticing for a while that you obviously haven't tampered with the game, and that you're not going to tamper with the game. She sort of relaxes a little bit. And she's like,
Our help with what, exactly?
I kind of look back to Gleam and Archie, and I'm like, kind of what that looked like. Am I like the politician now?
Gleam comes over and she's like, well, if you're Queen of Downfall, then surely you are. How are your diplomatic skills?
They're okay. We wanted to negotiate a truce in which we have matters with Endolin and her sisters.
What kind of matters? You're not on her side, are you?
Oh, absolutely not. We're actually here to overthrow them.
She smiles wide at that and she's like,
Oh, really? Oh, you're here to overthrow them? Oh. No, now. Oh, no.
She looks you up and down and she's like,
That's very brave. Very brave of you.
Well, if it helps influence you, that downfall place I told you of, that was Bavlorna's. It was Bavlorna's home before we took over her army and sunk her home into a swamp.
Well, if you think you can beat to the bitter end, well, you're going to need a lot more than just you. And you, and you, and you, and you.
I have a little army, which is why we're also here to ask you guys for help.
She... Let's just see here. She says,
Well, I am very inclined, actually, to want to help you. Except, there's a problem. The problem is this.
and as soon as you are like talking and everything, you can hear this distant commotion. This like faint sound of pickaxes tapping on stone. And it's like carried through the wind, and you can just hear it like ding, 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 ding. And you can see that they both sort of grind their teeth and like stamp their hooves on the ground. The Queen Argantel's gonna like run over to a rock, pick it up, and like whiz it as far as humanly possible, as corrededly possible, over this hill, and throw it really, really far. And she's like,
"Death to the brigand ox!"
And a peal of thunder, like, doosh, like comes down as she's so angry, and she turns around with this very dark face.
I'm absolutely sick of them, and they've torn my people apart. I'm sick of everything.
Wait, why are you fighting with the brigand ox?
Ugh, they're just so noisy and horrible, and get this. You'll never believe it.
Jagger comes along and he's like, "No, you won't believe this. It's absolutely disgusting behaviour, right? Disgusting. Guess what they're doing over there in that mine?
What?
Right?
They're helping that bitter end. They build contraptions for her, right? And in their mine, they've got like blueprints and stuff for like horrible contraptions that they're building for her. They make so much noise up to early hours at morning and night, and I can't stand them."
How many of you guys are there?
Argantel sort of like raises her eyebrows a little bit, and she's like,
Well, there are many of us. Many of us. Now, there are 8 clan leaders, and I'm one of them. but I'm supposed to be queen of all of them. Now, they've all separated and gone off and done their own thing, and they just won't pay attention to me anymore. And, well, there's 8 leaders. There's me, there's Jagger of Chalk, there's Budok of Flint, Azel of Granite, Mizelda of Slate, Yanna of Basalt, Noel of Obsidian, and Mallow of Marble. And they all live in their own separate camps, and they don't listen to me anymore.
Right. So, are they having the same problem with the Briganox that you are?
We all hate the Briganox.
So, do you think it'd be possible that if we talked to the Briganox and made it stop, that all the Korras would be maybe more inclined to help us take down the bitter end?
I'm pretty sure that each clan has their very own problems as well. You'd have to sort them all out, then, get them together.
Right. So, if we help you with the Briganox, will you help us?
If you help with the Briganox, if you destroy the Briganox, then yes, you'll have me.
And Jagu says, you'll have me as well, but just to let you know that we're not very big in numbers split apart, you see. We're all, all over the place, and, I don't think we're gonna do much for you if we're not all together.
Archie, Gleam, Octavia, what do you guys think?
Well, I think that maybe there's other ways to deal with the Briganauts, or whatever they're called, without destroying them. If we have them stop helping the bitter end, and join forces, would you be, okay with that? Would you still be inclined to be on our side?
You don't want to kill the Briganox. It's death to the Briganox. If you don't kill the Briganox... Do you know what they have done? They cut off my hair. Well, not them, but Bitter End used iron shears to cut off my hair and fashioned it into iron ropes and uses them to manipulate her theatrical contraptions, which they build for her. And you don't want to kill them.
Right, but here's the thing. I think you're getting a little bit confused. So, it's the bitter end that has cut your hair off, right? Not for them, because what they do is for her. So, she's cut your hair off for her, right? You get that? And if we stop them from helping her, then she'll have no need to cut your hair off, and she'll probably feel really silly for having done it, because it was for no point.
If I chopped your hands off now and gave them to the Briganox and they used your hands in contraptions for evil, then wouldn't you want to kill them as well?
No, I'd want to kick you in the face. I'd want to punch you, but, no hands and that. I don't understand. If you cut my hands off and gave it to the Briganox, that's you that's cut my hands off. Do you not understand that? Right, okay. Put it in a game of crowns, right? If the knight takes your, bishop, then you still want to go after the king, don't you?
He looks annoyed at you.
I don't think you're quite understanding what I'm saying here. They're working with her and for her.
Right, but if they stop working with her and for her, if they start working with and for us against her, then why would we want to destroy them?
Miss Argantel. I think what Archie's trying to say is that at the end of the day, it wasn't them who cut your hair, it was the bitter end. And if we take down the bitter end, then then your hair will never be touched again. And so what if we get the brigands to work for us and help take down the bitter end, and you never have to worry about your hair being touched again?
Good luck getting the Briganox to work for you.
Thanks.
I thought you were making an alliance with us anyway.
We are. I think you guys are really cool.
Is that true?
Yeah, Aerith thinks Aerith's a mother. She's gonna I mean, she believes it.
Okay.
She's not a cool mum.
Jagu says, "Well, like I said, we're small in numbers, and if you want to make an alliance with us, then we'd like it if you'd, unite as people, because they've all gone off. Each one of the leaders of each clan. We were much better and stronger together, and now we don't dance pon here anymore. We used to dance pon here all the time."
Do you know where we could find the rest of them?
Oh yeah. Well, I know where they all are. They've all got different camps up and down the place, and each one is a different camp. Each one has a different problem, and they're all up their own arses. And Argantile just sort of like puts a hand over his mouth, and she's like, "Don't say that about your clans." And he's like, "Well, I'm not the queen of the Corrids, am I? I don't need to like them all." And she's like,
And this is exactly the problem. We all need to like each other and we all need to get along. And yes, I can tell you where they all are. And they are all the other leaders. Like I said to you before, I can show you where they all live.
She's gonna draw like a really, really, really shit map, like just like a child would draw. And she draws you this map of all of the camps, and they are 6 camps, and they're the names of each leader of each camp.
Can I try to decipher this map?
No, yeah, no, it's easy. It's easy read. It doesn't contain as much detail as a proper good map would.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you could easily go to these different clans, without problem.
Right. Well,
So if we unite your clans, will you help us?
If you unite our clans, I will knight you myself.
Yippee.
Do you not want to be a knight, Archie?
Not of these guys. I'd rather be like a knight of Lamorna. She's like a unicorn.
Yeah,
you
that
guys-
would be amazing.
Wouldn't we want to be a knight of downfall?
I'm not like big into queens and kings. Like, unless that queen is like a metaphorical queen, and it's like, go queen, and you're talking about a unicorn, or even just a horse, then, like, because I knew this one horse called Lightning McQueen. We used to call her Queenie. But, like, if she was to, like, knight me, I'd be like, yeah, sure. But if people who like to push their weight around, if they want to knight me, I think I'll rather pass.
I remember when I first became Queen of Downfall. I feel really bad. I was in summer at the time, and I treated them really poorly.
Why?
I don't know. Sometimes I was just so angry. Sometimes you get so angry that the rage fills me.
Well, I kind of think the way it works is like, so if you're like a bread maker, you make bread to give to other people, right? And if you are like a gardener, you garden people's gardens for them. And like, every job, you're doing it to serve other people. But I think that if you're a king or a queen, you should also do it to serve other people. But most kings and queens just think that their people should serve them. I don't think that's right. I don't think that makes sense.
Yeah. Although we don't have a whole lot of choice with the Bullywogs if we really want to take down Endolin and her sisters, do we?
Well, we always have a choice. And if we can get these Briganox to not be so nasty, don't know what that noise was. If we want them to be less nasty and stop siding with her, that doesn't mean we have to destroy her. And if these Koreds don't want to, if they don't like that, then that's just too bad. And I guess we'll help them unite their clans because that's the right thing to do. But if they're not going to side with us just because we have like a group of people they don't like, then that's just too bad. We don't have to just destroy people. We're not looking for the most convenient alliance.
Yeah. No, I don't want to destroy the brigands. You guys think we should head out?
Yeah, I don't want to be around these guys anymore. I kind of really don't like this sort of nobility thing.
All right. Well, Jagu, Argantal, or my milady, and she bows at both of them. We shall be off to reunite you guys.
Splendid, splendid. But just to let you know, now that your little friend is gone, your little angry little friend, by the way, he's very angry and horrible. I'll just say, when you reunite us, it's not going to make much of a difference unless you do sort out the Briganox. So,
You know, milady, maybe it doesn't have to end in bloodshed. I mean, you yourself, a lot of your people have been destroyed. But if you go back and strike the brigands, when does it end? When both of you guys are burned down to the ground and there's nothing left? Or maybe a change can be made.
Make a persuasion check.
huh. I'll see that when I see it, which will probably be never. Anyway, come on, Jago, let's continue our game.
She pushes Gleam out the way, and Gleam's just like, ugh. Horrible little things. Come on, Aerith.
I hope I did well.
I think you did as best you could.
There's not a lot that can be done with that sort of people, but you did a pretty good job at talking to them.
I do wonder why they're all displaced, probably because they don't like the likes of her.
Yeah.
Alright. So, you have choices. You have the Flint Camp, the Granite Camp, the Slate Camp, the Basalt Camp, the Obsidian Camp, the Marble Camp, and the Briganock Mine. Where you know where it is because she threw the rock towards it.
How?
Let's let Andrew in on this decision as well. Because Andrew...
Is Andrew finally here?
He's been able to listen to some of it, but like...
My connection has been really bad. I've got some bits and missed some other bits.
You're okay now. That seems okay for now.
So, I've got the general gist of what's happening, but I didn't really get a clear vibe of what those people were like. So I don't know whether Flopsy would like the snobby. Okay. It sounds to me like the first port of call should probably be the mine.
I agree.
Because as far as I heard, that would cover all of them rather than zoning in on one in particular to begin with.
Well,
at least we could bring everybody else good news if we do the mine first.
I mean, I don't know, because the queen, she said that every camp had different issues, so I don't know.
Right, so they're not all dealing with Briganox, but I think that we should get down to the Briganox first, because if we can get on their side, if they can join with us, then, great, we've got allies, and then we'll just help the rest of them because it's the right thing to do. We don't really need their alliance.
If we had the foresight, I would have probably also told Mudlump to go talk to Agden. Isn't he a brigand?
A
I
different
wouldn't have
type.
wanted to bring Agden into this.
It's fair.
It
He's
seems
not
too
really.
dangerous in Yon to bring all of his team in.
Yeah, he's not really a brigand anymore. Anyway, did you not hear his like reprise of his song?
No, I was there. I just, you know, I thought maybe I wasn't there for whenever because I got the gist that he was a bad guy at one point, but Holland changed him.
Right. And I think we can all take a leaf out of Holland's book, and we can change these guys, bring them maybe a bit of joy.
That's what I'm hoping. They seemed open to the idea of change, but not like, ready and willing to just drop everything and be friends with the brigand. So maybe we have to show them.
Well, I think exactly, and I think nobody helps a hag or talks to a hag or makes a deal with a hag because they're a happy person. So, I think we can help these people, and I think we can help these cards, and whether or not, they'll like start being good or whatever. I don't know. But I think it's all worth a try, and I think the Briganock mine is nearby, and if things go wrong and they don't want to be our friend, and things have to end in bloodshed, then at least we can tell the Queen.
Yeah. Let's try the Briganock mine. I like that idea.
All right. You all travel down to. Let me just copy.
Briganock mine.
Briganock mine. Let's have a look here. Yep, so I'm just going to show you where that is on the map. As you probably aware, it is here. From there.
With all the trees.
There, yeah.
We have to cross the Wayward Pool.
It's not the Wayward Pool. Unfortunately, an unnamed location, so, they missed a trick there, but, yeah. And you
Maybe you can name it.
to... Where is it? Briganock Mine.
No.
And you are... I'm going to copy and paste you all. Ignore the actual fucking Briganocks at the beginning there, you know what I mean? Oh shit, hang on.
Is that a little donkey with a house?
Right, so you're all starting at the bottom left. I'm just gonna place you all where you should be. Yeah, so I'll put Amador there. I'll put Flopsy
Wow.
there.
This is pretty.
Okay, let me just read something here. Skibidi-bidi-badi-badi and do-boo-boo-doo.
Ba-da-ba-da-da.
Just talk amongst yourselves, please.
So you don't want us to talk to the NPCs then?
Absolutely not.
Goodness.
This is very shiny.
Yeah.
I may have fallen asleep earlier. Do we know what they're actually mining here?
Briganocks.
No, I'm pretty sure the Briganock they're mining themselves. Isn't that like dangerous?
Well, maybe they're mining something, mining the ground, I guess.
That's what I thought. I mean, if they're mining the stone, fair dues. But
Well, what do you think these Briganocks even are?
well, they must be like Agden, right?
Well, I don't know, because a Briganock's not like a thing.
I don't know. I
I've never-
didn't get much out of the orphanage.
I've never heard of them, but like maybe they're like dwarves. Are they like mining things? Like evil dwarves? But maybe they're not evil. We shouldn't go in with a mindset like that.
I don't think anybody is inherently good or evil. You know,
I think hags are.
uh, maybe. You know, I believe that it's the choices that one makes in their life determines whether they end up good or evil.
Yeah, I think people could probably turn away from their evil ways if they were evil. But I think it's more down to, like, in my mind, it's like a cosmic thing. Like, some people are evil, and I think, like, I've heard about hags and the way they see things. Their perceptions are like completely the opposite. They see, like, they hear, like, you know, like, if they saw, like, a beautiful person, like if they saw Octavia, they'd like look at her and think that she was like, oh, I mean, just any beautiful woman in general. She blushes.
Like Gleam, right? Or Octavia?
Oh.
Well,
Oh, the compliments are certainly going around, aren't they?
well, if they saw a beautiful woman, they would think, oh,
Or
what an
like
ugly woman.
Polynella. She is much beautiful. Beautiful bee.
Exactly. If they saw any of these people who might be considered as beautiful, and they would look at him and be like, yuck, look at that hideous thing. And then they would, like, get together and look at each other, and you know how they look, and they'd be like, oh, you're so beautiful. That's kind of how they see the world. They kind of think hags are pretty and, like, beautiful things are ugly. And they think, like, revolting things are sweet, and they think being cruel is being kind, and vice versa.
Well, I mean, if evil and good is something that you think is cosmic or inherent in somebody, then I'd like to pose you a question, Archie. Do you think that an evil person could do something good, or a good person could do something evil?
Yeah, I think that there's, like, plenty of cases with people who are good or should be good who are doing evil things, like Agden. I mean, he was once the brigand prince, right? And he wasn't too nice to Holland, but down in the end, he was
He made
a good
choice.
guy. Well, yeah, he made a choice to turn his back on whatever was making him be evil.
And that choice made him good.
But he was always good then. If he truly is happy being good, I mean, evil people are only ever sad unless they get joy out of it.
Well, I think that at one point Agden probably did. It made him feel good. But Holland and I assume the rest of you were there. And you guys made him realize that he doesn't have to be that way and showed him a different kind of happiness.
Yeah, I think bullies only ever, like, bully people because, like, they've been pushed around. Like, that's a thing. Like, I don't know why Agden was nasty to Holland, but I'm sure it's not because he felt good doing it just because. Maybe he was pushed around too, and pushing someone else around made him feel good.
Okay. You stand outside the entrance to the mine, which looks like this. Let's have a look there. You don't know the information that's on this handout, but for some reason they've got a bit of information in the handout. That's the entrance to the mine there. And yeah, that's the entrance. And you hear the sound of hundreds of tiny pickaxes and hammers chipping away at the stone. It emanates from the mouth of a cave that has fingers of rock reaching skywards above it. Statues of irate, hairy creatures with cloven hooves are positioned so that they lean around trees and peer over boulders, all staring balefully at the cave's entrance. They are corrids. Stone corrids.
These are masterfully done.
Yeah, I mean, they like stones. I mean, it's nice. I just kind of can't look at them without thinking about those Corrid Queen, you know?
I think if I had my people disbanded and slaughtered, I would be pretty upset too.
Right. Well, yeah.
And I do believe if any hag looked upon these creatures, they'd probably think they were very beautiful indeed, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody is beautiful in their own way, you know?
I was trying to make a joke about how hags think that ugly things are beautiful, but if it goes over your head, then that's fine.
No, I got it. That's what I believe.
Jeez, Gleam. The joke's so much funnier when you explain it and then mock someone about it.
She just like huffs.
These gems, they gleam as brightly as the moon in the night sky. They're very pretty.
You don't see any gems yet, just to let you know.
Oh, well, never mind.
You're not in the actual entrance of the mine.
That hasn't been said.
Yeah.
That never happened.
Never happened. But yeah, you are just currently standing on the entrance right now.
Well,
Shall we?
shall we? Ah! Jinx.
Oh, no.
Yes, let's get a move on then, shall we? I hope you don't mind, but myself and Pollinella have got some catching up to do out here.
Oh, we don't mind.
Haha.
Ah,
Oh, I get it. Octavia's like, hey, because we're at a mine. Oh, yeah. That's...
No, she's just smiling as people laugh.
Octavia's already like still red from the compliment that you gave her.
Oh!
It's just so fucking awkward.
now, do we see gems?
When you walk in here, right, you see it's all a bunch. It looks mainly to be like lots and lots of rock, normal rock, but a closer inspection, it appears to be this sort of weird bioluminescent blue glass. Flopsy walks at the back because he can't talk much right now. You were fine before when you were talking about the hags, so you probably will be okay. But yeah, and you make your way through. Gleam sort of looks around and she's like, "Wow, this is a very impressive place. It's almost like moonlight, isn't it?"
Yeah, it's very, very pretty. And Aerith like gives a sideways glance at Gleam and like, yeah.
Gleam sad eyes you in like a suspicious way. What are you trying to say a compliment about me?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright.
Do you not like compliments?
I like well-given compliments.
Wow. Archie's just grimacing at her.
There's a certain artistry to things that, you know, she's hard to get. Let's see here. As soon as you step into this cave, the tapping noise just stops completely. Well, let's continue then, shall we?
After
Flopsy?
you, Aerith.
Flopsy's got something to say.
Oh, are we just going to wander in and announce ourselves, or are we going to try and be quiet and stake this place out first?
Yeah.
I think
We can try. I'm not very good at that kind of thing.
I think we should try talking to them. I mean, if we approach them and speak to them, then that's a little bit better in persuading them that we want to be their friend than if, like, they find us sneaking around and they're like, why are you sneaking around? And we're like, because we want to be your friend. We're playing hide and seek with you. They might fall for that, but it'd be a lie.
That is a very good point, but I'm just aware that we're walking into a place with hundreds of pickaxes and just hoping that they're going to be smiley with us. The only thing we know about them is they're not very agreeable.
Well, neither were the Corrids. So not being agreeable to the Corrids, neither was I.
Maybe if we stick Gleam at the front, they'll get distracted by a pretty face. I mean,
Oh, do,
You're practicing your arguments.
oh, do stop, please. You're flattering me way too much.
oh, I'm sorry.
It's almost.
I thought that one was good, Aerith.
It's almost disingenuous when it happens so often, you know.
No,
One might
it's
think you're trying to get something out of me.
no, not at all.
She smirks and continues walking. But I will leave.
Sorry if I compliment you too much, Octavia. It's just there's a lot to compliment.
Octavia sort of leans in and she's like, I don't mind. You can say whatever. I kind of like.
You're pretty.
You're pretty.
Actually blushes and sort of like turns away.
And everyone's pretty too. Like, you know, it's not just, you know, yeah. Yeah, Gleam's gonna turn around this corner. She just, like, gives a little peek around the corner and she's like, there doesn't seem to be anyone here, so I think we're free to just enter.
Maybe they all left.
Just be careful. You never know what can happen in a mine.
Oh. Scratch that. There's a sign here. It says, abandon all wishes, all ye who enter here. Abandon all wishes?
That's... What does it mean? Like our dreams? Our hopes and dreams?
I guess. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I even have any wishes apart from saving my sister. So...
Well, I've always wished to be as good as my Nana.
Archie gulps at that.
See if it even makes a difference. She just crosses over. Well, it doesn't seem that anything bad's happened to me.
Huh.
How do you feel about your sister?
How do I feel about my sister? Well,
Yes.
I miss her very much, and I wish to save her from Enderlin.
So your wish hasn't been abandoned. It must be safe then. And Flopsy will walk forward as well.
Make a con save.
Aerith or...
It's Flopsy.
I guess anyone who... Oh.
That is a 12.
You walk past, and you're fine.
Cool.
How queer.
Make a con save, Archie.
No! No, so elves can go past, I guess.
That's racist.
You're fine. Nothing happens to you.
Oh no, Octavia
God.
rolls
No,
terribly.
please!
Octavia. Let's have Octavia.
Use the good
Ooh.
dice.
No, I'm clicking the. Oh, she's okay.
Oh.
I don't seem to notice anything different.
Yeah, I guess that sign was just bogus.
Yeah, it's probably just to frighten people.
That'd be it. Like a phony sign.
Yeah. Yeah, and as you get into sort of this area, like proper, you see these huge sort of like very, very, very good clarity gems sort of jutting out of the ground. and that you can see where they've sort of dug around them and like took out chunks of them. What they do with the chunks, you have no idea, but it seems that this was once all this material, and they've like made like a larger area by digging through.
Can I try and pull one up?
Okay. Make me a strength check. These are absolutely like jutted into the ground. Like the ground's like made of these things. And when you try and lift them, like you crouch down to lift one up, you disturb the sort of the ground itself, and like underneath the dirt and mud is more of this material. It all seems to be part of like one big massive gem, if that makes sense. Like this entire thing is one huge gem that they've just been chipping
Aerith,
away at.
If you want to like take a little bit, I mean it's not very good for like pickaxing, but I have this little sickle that I have like, and maybe you could sickle it, but just be careful if you touch it because it like gives you brain freeze.
Oh, I have something. Aerith will pull out her silver hammer and chisel and try to
Wow.
chisel out a piece.
Okay.
That'd probably work better.
Alright. You chisel out a piece quite easily with this
Archie whispers
tool.
to Archie whispers to Octavia, I bet she gives it to Gleam.
You chisel out a piece and you hold it in your hands. And make me an Arcana check.
Absolute.
You feel as though something's calling out to you when you hold it in your hands, like when you sort of cradle it in your hands. You feel this sort of like urge to tell it a secret. But you don't need to, you just feel like you want to. Or not you want to, that it calls out for it. You don't need to or want to, and you're not forced to, but it just gives you that feeling.
Huh. Aerith will like cradle the stone, and she's gonna go off of this like feeling, and she's gonna whisper into it. I have a little crush on Gleam.
Roll a stealth for the whisper.
Oh fuck!
She is right there. Okay. She will roll. What is her fucking passive perception? Has she even got one? Let's see. Passive's 10, so no.
Hey.
She's none the wiser. She's just inspecting the walls and inspecting these things.
Gleam, I got this. I got a piece of that moon. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just like stepping all over the place.
That's fine.
Are
you going to bang into me again, like when you tried to cartwheel?
No. I'm trying not to. I chiseled out a piece of this moonlight gem for you.
Moonlight gem. She takes it in her hand and looks it over. Brings it up to her eye, and it's like glass. You can sort of see through it. And it's all swirly, and it seems to be like empty. Like it's like there could be something inside it. Like it's got this emptiness feeling to it. And she's like, "How quaint. Oh, it is rather pretty, isn't it? Thank you. And I hope you're not in the business of, this is not a transaction, is it? This is a gift."
Yes, it's a gift.
She doesn't even follow the rules.
Yeah, what's that about? She does not want to give people gifts. Like, gift giving's nice,
Yeah, well, she wouldn't even give a compliment back.
I mean, would any of you like a piece? It's very pretty. I mean, it's a souvenir.
Oh, I don't have anything to give right now. Me and Archie are sharing Goober, so that's like not even a gift. It's like we're just sharing him for a bit, but I don't really have much else to give, so...
Okay, what if I chunk out a piece and me and you share it?
Okay.
Does that mean I'm sharing with Aerith now? I don't know how the sharing thing works. I've never done it before.
Why don't we just all like cut out a piece? I don't mind if I don't have one.
Oh, you know what? I have a better idea. What if I share my hammer and chisel with you and you get your own piece?
That sounds pretty cool, actually. Yeah, okay, I'll dig a piece out for Archie. Crack. She looks at it. She puts her ear to it. She puts it to her ear, sorry. And she's like, wow, it's almost like it's calling out to me. Listen to this. And she gives it to Archie.
I'll put it to my ear.
Roll an Arcana.
Hey, an Arcana.
Yeah.
No, this is not something Archie's good at. It's not something Archie's good at.
It's like when people say, can you hear the ocean in a shell, and you just can't.
Yeah. You felt that too, Octavia?
Yeah, it was like, I don't know, like it's empty and it needs something inside.
Yeah, I whispered a secret into the one I gave Gleam.
Really? I don't think I have any. Well, I don't have secrets, I just have things I don't want to talk about, you know?
I mean, those are secrets.
Yeah. I'll give this one a miss.
Aerith, if you gave your secret to Gleam, does that mean she owns that secret now?
I don't.
Is it her secret instead of yours?
I'm not sure if that's how that works. Gleam, can you get anything from that crystal?
I think it does kind of work like that sometimes.
I think if you subscribe to the way that these fey creatures deal with interactions like that, then perhaps, but no, I don't feel I have ownership over the secret you whispered into this thing.
Cool. Ciao. Aerith is like, her cheeks are turning like a darker brown her skin, to match her hair, and she's like, right, shall we go on then?
Absolutely. Flopsy.
Could I chisel a piece first as well? Before
Oh,
we go?
yes.
Yeah, Octavia passes you the equipment.
Thank you. I'd like to chip a piece off for Holland, because chances are he's not going to see this, and I think he'd rather like the gem.
You chip a piece off, make an Arcana check, please.
Arcana. 10.
Unlike Archie, and much like Octavia and Aerith, you feel this need for it to be filled with some sort of secret.
Flopsy's gonna look a little bit concerned by this as he kind of searches his mind for something he's not told anyone before. He will whisper into it. He'll kind of move away from everyone for a second while he's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll whisper in, I think I'm going back.
You think
And
I'm going to what?
I don't think I'm going to go back,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I'm happy about it.
Oh.
Roll stealth for whisper.
I can roll a stealth.
Yeah.
No, she's not listening, so she's got ears in her.
No one hears
It would have
that.
beat!
Yeah.
It would have beat!
It would have been anyway, yeah. No one hears that.
Flopsy is actually good at stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aerith is not.
Flopsy hands you back the chisel and hammer.
Thank you.
I hope Holland likes this.
You know, I've never related to a rock so much.
Aerith will chisel out one more piece for herself. And she will step over here. And she's gonna whisper into this one. I don't actually ever think I'll be able to be as good as Nana, but That's okay.
Ah, roll stealth. I'd say with advantage because you stepped away as well. Yeah, you got that 17. Yeah. Whoever's passive's above 17, you'll hear that.
Apart from Archie, who,
Who's
upon seeing
actively
that
not
people are
listening.
saying secrets,
Yeah.
ears, fingers in ears,
Yeah.
etc.
Okay.
I don't think Aerith would really care that much if people heard that one.
Mm-hmm.
It's the principle.
Yeah. Alright. And as you're all sort of, like, admiring this area, can everybody make me a con save?
No.
The DC is 19.
Oh.
I got it.
Nope.
Flopsy, you
Meets
did
and
it.
beats.
Mm-hmm, nice.
Looks like I'm Mr. Stark. I don't feel so good.
Let's have a look here. Has that gone through? Oh gosh. Octavia fails. Gleam is going to also fail. Flopsy and Aerith are the only two who don't. As suddenly Octavia looks over towards Archie and she's like smiling at her and her eyelids just start to like flicker and droop a little and her head nods down and she like tries to pull her head back up and she can't and she like thumps forwards towards Archie and Archie can't even catch her as Archie also collapses
Aerith's
as
gonna
well
run up.
as Gleam also just stood where she is straight onto the ground.
Oh, never
Oops.
mind. I'm catching Gleam.
Yeah.
Can Flopsy try and catch Archie?
Yeah, you stood right there. You can easily grab them in your arms. But Archie takes a lot more because Octavia's on her as well. It's like
Yeah,
Octavia's
it's
just
like
full body.
dominoes that I'm
Yeah,
stopping.
literally dominoes, full blown, like fell on top of.
Yeah, I will like wrap one arm around Gleam and put a hand on Archie's back to help Flopsy.
Nice.
Did you hear anything? Anything happen?
No, we were just standing here one minute and the next minute they all three collapsed.
Flopsy is going to try and navigate the bodies to lie Archie down safely and Octavia down safely,
And
and
I'll
then
do the same
start lightly tapping Archie's face with his paw. He'll pour a bit of water from his water skin on Archie's face.
Mm-hmm.
Wake up! Oh, are you there? Well, there's no reaction.
No reaction.
What do we do? Do we?
It could safety feature of the mine. We might have to take them out of here.
Maybe it's. Well, everybody got a stone, right?
Everybody got a what, sorry?
A stone? Gem?
Oh. But we weren't affected by it. It could be that. I'll go into Archie's... Was Archie still holding the stone, or was it in her pocket?
Still holding it.
Flopsy's going to try and prise the stone out of Archie's clasps.
From Archie's claw.
You hear behind you the sort of creaking of a door. And you hear sort of scuttling of many, many little legs and like the squeaking of a wheel, like. And you see behind you 8 strange little creatures, which I do have a handout for, so give me a second.
These fucking Briganocks, they look so goofy.
They are very goofy. Small little rat-like creatures. Hang on then.
I've got pig noses though.
Rat-like creatures with pig noses. Little mustache beard things. Beady little eyes. And they're all sort of like carrying little what's the word, like pickaxes and stuff, and the front one's sort of pushing this wheelbarrow along as they sort of come over, as they sort of come into the room. Hang on one second. They all like sort of, as soon as they see that two of you are still awake, they like all look surprised, like rah, and their eyes are sort of like widen over, and they try and turn the wheelbarrow around and retreat from where they come.
Excuse me.
No,
wait. Hang on.
Hello there.
They all gonna.
We're friends.
They're all gonna run through
We're friendly.
through this
Don't go.
door and slam that door shut. And as they do, there's someone emerging through that door. And a tall, slender human, clad in dark leather armour, greets you. Their friendly face brightly illuminated by a tiny wisp of light that floats next to a mouse-sized creature, just like the ones that you've just seen before, that's perched on on their shoulder. "Greetings, trespassers," says the human with a smile. "Didn't anyone ever teach you how to knock?"
Terribly sorry.
Unfortunately, we haven't reached the door yet.
You know what I mean. You didn't knock when you came in the mine. How are you supposed to let anybody know you're in here if you don't let anybody know? They're really private, these creatures. You see that when they approach, they not only do they have one of them on the shoulder, you can also see that there's like two more hiding on their person. One's like comfortably in a belt pouch, and the other one's like peering over the rim of their left boot, like inside the boot. And they sort of come over. They sort of look a bit like, kind of like Aladdin sort of, like body language, like relaxed. Kind of isn't phased by anything really, you know. They're just very chill. So, what are you doing here?
We didn't think anybody was in this mine. Very sorry to intrude.
Roll a deception check. Excuse me, where the hell is this character sheet? Boop. Oops.
Well, now you do know that people are in here. People like me, people like those guys. Just minding our own business.
Do you guys work for... What are you guys doing down here?
They're just mining, of course. What else would they be doing down here? That's what they do. They're mining.
Well,
Minding their own business.
They're minding their own business.
it's very impolite, and Aerith will step up and extend a hand out to the woman. I'm Aerith. Nice to meet you. I assume you're queen of these people?
I'm Oliver. I'm the guardian of these people, and I'm no queen nor king.
Well, we were actually looking for Brigand Knox. I'm surprised to find him in here.
I thought you said you didn't think anyone was in here.
Well,
Oh.
we were given a suggestion, but we didn't know that anybody was in here, you know?
So what you're saying is you didn't know there was any person in here? You not think these guys are people too?
No, I think everybody's a person in their own way, you know?
In their own way?
Yeah, I thought that too.
What is that supposed to
Look,
mean?
Quite honestly, we had never heard the name Briganock until today. We didn't actually know what they were, so we're rather intrigued to meet them and see what they're like. We came with the intention of being friendly and
And where did you
perhaps
hear about these
making an
Briganocks?
alliance.
Who did you hear about them from? Because I can probably guarantee you, the only people out there talking about the Briganocks are the cards.
We actually didn't initially hear about them from the Cords. We heard about them, and she points to Gleam.
Yeah.
They're gonna like peek around the side there and look at Gleam and see that there's 3 of you asleep.
I see. So they're the ones who's gonna come in here and disturb the work that they're doing in here, right?
No, we were not actually coming to disturb. To be quite frank, we wanted to talk to you guys we wanted to avoid conflict. We've had a lot of that over the past couple of days, weeks. I don't know how long it's been. But
Make a persuasion check.
Jesus Christ.
Holy damn.
How can I be sure about your intentions when you snuck up in here, you didn't even let your presence known? And... Wait a minute, do you have...
They're gonna look at your shining blue pocket or wherever the fuck you've put the things. Also notice that there's a couple over there.
Yo, don't tell me you're here to take the gems.
No,
Well, what are you doing with that in your pocket? What's going on here? You come here to... you knew about the Briganocks. You knew that they're do you know what they're mining? Do you know what they're mining?
no.
Well, then what are you doing with that in your pocket?
Well, Aerith blushes. The one over there that looks like a moon.
Looks like a person with a moon mask to me.
Yeah. The gems we remarked about how they, and she gives Flopsy a side eye, like you better not say anything. And it reminded me of her. And so I mined out a piece and handed it to her. And because I may have a thing for her. And I decided to share with my friends because that's what we do.
You know, you can't just...
Flopsy is going to take on a
go
face
on.
of like shock. He's going to be shocked at the revelation that Aerith is Gleam, and he's just going to start saying, "Well, this is a very delicate situation. We have the potential to cause something very beautiful to happen here. You wouldn't want to compromise that, would you?"
Oh, wait a minute. You like that girl?
Aerith looks away, blushing even deeper, and nods.
Weird. Usually people who come in here with a wish, it disappears. Do you have a wish?
They look at Flopsy.
I have many wishes. Yes.
Ah. Looks like you must be pretty strong.
Yeah,
They like sort of look at a bit side-eyed at you and...
Ah. Well, either that or the sign doesn't work properly. So what are your intentions here then? You came in looking for what? You came in looking for the Briganocks? You came in looking for the gems? What are you here for?
Well, quite frankly, I don't really know what the gems do, but we came here looking for the Briganocks. One of my wishes is to find out what those little guys are and, how they are. And our intention was...
Are you holding on to one of those stones? The one for Holland, yeah?
It's in Flopsy's pocket. He's not holding it directly, but he does have it.
Okay, as soon as you say one of my wishes is to do that, this, that, and the other, it leaves your mind completely.
It what?
It leaves your mind completely. So you've said it. You've said it out loud that you've asserted. Yes, that's what you wanted to do. Is to come in here and what was it? To come in here and find out. Is that what? Yeah.
Okay.
So that.
Yeah, to find out what a Briganock is.
Yeah. Your wish to find out what a Briganock is no longer in your mind.
Okay.
So that's what they do.
Do you have any wishes? Does the sign affect you as well?
I left all my wishes at the door.
Of course.
Oh,
If you know what's good for you, you don't say what your wishes are in here.
yeah, of course.
Why wouldn't I do that?
You know what? I'm just gonna have to tell you, it's extremely valuable, and it might not seem that way considering there's a lot of it here, but it is extremely valuable because these things hold wishes. All this holds wishes. It only holds a wish if it's like the size of like an apple.
So what's considered bigger than an apple?
Or anything that's bigger than an apple. It's just like.
How do you quantify a wish?
I don't ask
I
these
think
questions.
they mean the gem is bigger than apple, Aerith.
You said what?
The gem.
I think they mean if the gem is bigger than an apple. I don't really quantify my wishes in fruits.
We to be more clear, the Korrids came asking us to destroy the brigands, but we don't want that. We want to build like a friendship.
Roll another persuasion check.
Please, for the love of God, roll high. Well, you know, it's better than a Nat One.
Huh. Yeah, I'm not quite getting that from you. You come in here, you've got the gems. You said that the Korrids have sent you. Like, this could all be a ruse to me. And I don't know if you know who I am, but you notice that on their person, they are very decked out in their armor. They also have, let me just see here. I'll just show a thing. They also have sort of impressive weaponry on them as well, and look very, like, sort of, what's the word? Like gallant and
Are they
heroic.
bouncing that dagger right now as we speak?
They could be. No, because that's too threatening. They're not. Their weapons are on their person, and yeah, They say. Now, I don't know if you've ever heard of me, but where's the fucking information? I'm a.
No, I've heard of you.
I'm a member of a party called the Valor's Call. Don't know if you've ever heard of them.
We have heard of them, actually.
Oh, really?
Not of you specifically, but Valor's Call.
And what have you
Are
heard
you-
about them?
You're trying to freeze Zybilna, right?
Some of us are trying to do that. The rest of us are at the palace.
Are you trying to save Zybilna?
Nah. I mean, they're all at the palace, and I'm just here because these little guys need, someone to watch out for them.
Yeah, I get that. I run an orphanage where I take care of kiddos, so I understand that, like...
Now
need.
get that persuasion with advantage now. because that's something that Molliver would like.
Yay!
Hey, nice orphanage. Yeah, I've known some orphanages in my time, and people who run them, you know, it's a thankless job, just like what I'm doing here.
Well, I appreciate what you're doing.
Well, you can understand why I'm being so protective over them. They're
Oh, absolutely. If anybody was to come into my orphanage and like suspicious and like around my children, I would throw a fit. Yeah, I know. I completely understand, and I'm so sorry that we met under these circumstances. You know.
yeah. And I don't know why. Like, did you say the Corrids wanted you to come here and kill these guys?
Yeah, but as a mother, I could never harm somebody that doesn't completely deserve it. You know.
Yeah. I don't know why they've got such a problem with them, because, I mean,
What is the deal there?
the Corrids, oh, you don't want to know. They're evil little things. They, you know Creeping Lynn, who, lives in the castle on the top of the hill?
No, I'm not familiar with them.
Creeping Lynn, she's like an evil hag, and, she lives up there in that,
Oh, Endolin.
yeah. Well, I don't know, like, why they're working for her, but they providing her with, like, locks of their magic hair, and, she uses it to build her contraptions, you know?
Wait, what? The courts told us that the Brigandocs were working for Endolin.
Really? Well, that's not true. They're working for Endolin. They're lying to you.
Can I incite that?
Yeah. Molliver seems chill and truthful.
Alright. Well, we wanted to ask for your help.
What kind of help we talking about here? I gotta stay here and I'm not moving.
Well, what if... is Endolin causing the Brigandocs any trouble?
You don't even want to know what she's done to these guys. She's taken their best architect. His name is Golmo. And now he's toiling up there in that castle, forced to design new contraptions for her.
Well, we're here to take down the hags, right, Flopsy?
Exactly. That's one thing that we truly wish for.
You're gonna take down the hag? Well, good luck to you, because that's almost insane.
Do you know about Hither and Thither, Molliver?
Yeah, I know about hither and thither.
You know Downfall?
Yeah. What about it?
I'm their queen.
So? He like smirks. Sorry, they smirk.
Well, that was Bavlorna's home, and we thrusted her out of it and demolished her home and took her army.
Oh. I was gonna say, it's not exactly difficult to be a king or queen of Downfall. All you gotta do is kill the other one. But if you're saying that you turfed out Bavlorna, that's, it's quite a mean feat. What, is she dead?
Unfortunately, no. But that's why we've got a lovely Cyclops named Mudlump on our side. We've got the Bullywogs, and we're looking to get the support of you and the Brigandocs, maybe, in exchange for us helping you with a problem.
Oh, what's the problem?
See,
Well, I don't. That's what we're asking you. Is there anything we can do that could possibly convince you to help us take down Endolin and our sisters?
Take down Endolin. I don't know about that. I mean, I'm just staying here.
What did you have to say? He says to Flopsy.
It's kind of out of place now. We've just not really been good at the whole death part of it all, but we take down Bavlona's house, and we also liberated all of the slaves in Scabatha's house. We clean sweeped her hideout, basically. So we are competent with what we're doing. We just need a little bit more help to get the last hurdle jumped.
Well, I can tell you, just give me one moment, please, just one moment. And they're gonna go over to this door, and sort of go behind the door for a minute. And shut the door behind them. You're sort of left alone for a moment.
Aerith, these seem like genuinely nice creatures. I don't know if what I'm going to suggest is maybe a bit foolish, though. You know, at your orphanage, you made all of us hand our weapons over. Nobody could harm anyone in there. Maybe if we offer to do the same here, we'll be allowed in and seen more friendly.
It's hard for me to get rid of Season's greetings. But I can certainly try.
I was going to suggest leaving them with Archie and Gleam and Octavia, but
Maybe we can, if we give up our supplies, we can, or like we leave them outside or somewhere in the mine. We can convince them to wake them up.
Oliver comes back
good
out.
idea, yes.
And alright, I've done some conferring. So you gotta complete a test. And we do have something for you. Well, just first of all, I'm just gonna go and help your little friends over here. Usually, if anyone comes in here, we usually tie them down, like Gulliver's Travels style. I don't know if you know about that, but have you ever been to? They just like change their minds. Nah, they would never have been there.
And where?
It's just another plane. This doesn't matter. Do you know? It doesn't matter. And they're gonna put their hand over Gleam, Archie, and Octavia, and you all sort of wake back up again.
Ah, I'm falling. Oh, never mind.
Archie's still on top of you, and she's like, "Oh, sorry." Gleam's like,
What's going on? Where's
hey guys, don't worry about it.
Turn to. Oh yeah, okay.
Go on. What are you gonna do?
Oh, we're gonna turn to Molliver and sort of point my finger and say, "What have you done with Aerith and Flopsy?"
Hi, Archie.
Don't worry about it. Your friends are here. You're not captured or anything. I'm Molliver. This is Trig, and he shows the Briganock that's on his shoulder. And they also say, oh god, where are they now? And this one's Zarly, and this one's Orla, and the other two Briganocks that are on the person. They all sort of like beep, 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 make weird little like piggy noises. And your friends over here were saying that you want to defeat Creeping Lynn.
That's right. And we need your guys' help.
Well, we need your guys' help too, because like I told them, they've taken Creeping Lynn's taken their best architect. He's called Golmo. And
really?
You know, further down this mine?
Yeah.
Further down this mine we have, a secret entrance.
A secret entrance? Where does it, lead to? Or is that a secret?
It's a secret entrance that leads right directly to the Mother Horn.
Hmm. Oh, okay, that's really good.
Yeah. So if you want to do like a sneak or like a recon mission or something, you can get
Like a
underneath.
stealth mission.
Like a stealth mission, yeah. But I mean, you gotta pass a test. Because I don't know, like these guys trust you, I trust you, but the boss needs to trust you too. So
Okay, well, what do you need us to do? And then we'll decide.
I'll take you. You gotta cross Ravenwish Chasm.
Why, what's in there?
Now, you don't even want to know. I'll show you. Come with me. You come to this door that says "Wish you had a key," and they just open it. Like, there's no keyhole. And takes you through.
Boom.
You see all the Briganock sort of like tiny little houses that are built into the gems themselves, like sort of sneak back into their houses. And they're just like, yeah, this way, just follow me.
They're so tiny.
Presume the NPCs are coming as well, because I really can't be fucked with all of the, you know. Yeah, whatever you
Flopsy
do, be careful.
He doesn't even look at what they look like.
What, the Briganocks?
Yeah, he just doesn't even look at them. He just carries on walking. He's like staring at the back of everyone else.
Because he doesn't wish
has
he
no-
knew what they were.
yeah.
So.
Yeah, he has no care about what they actually are.
Aw. He's just here for the Molliver factor. I don't
Are
know.
you okay, Gleam?
She's like, yes, I just had a bit of a sleepy spell. It's probably my hangover.
Here's some water. I'll hand her my water skin.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. How very darling. She slurps from it. You're awfully kind to me, especially when I'm being so crass to you.
Well, you know, I would probably be pretty upset too if I had a sister and she was gone. I'd be upset too, so I understand.
Aww.
Yeah. She says, well, I do believe I owe you a bit of an apology as well. I don't mean to let this take over me so much, but as you can probably imagine, it's devastating me. And I can't seem to find much joy anywhere, really. I usually find it when performing with her, so...
Well, maybe you can teach me how to dance sometime.
To dance?
Yeah.
Oh, my dear, we don't dance.
Or perform, acrobats. I would love to get better at my cartwheel.
Perhaps. Let's see if you can walk a tightrope first. Oh, look. Something similar to that. You come to... so, yeah. The route ends at this gaping chasm. And on the far side of which is a grotto full of stalactites and stalagmites. And a truss bridge constructed of intricate wooden struts and beams spans a 100-foot gap across the chasm. Beneath the bridge is darkness dotted with purple lights. Well, here we are at the jolly old Ravenwish Chasm. Best stay on the bridge, don't dilly-dally.
What's on the other side?
Oh, the grotto.
What's that?
It's Obud's grotto, it's the boss's grotto, it's where they live.
Alright.
He's the oldest
What do you need
Briganock
us-
in the mine, you know. He's got his
okay.
his pony called Keg.
A pony! Archie runs across.
Before you do run across. Okay, you sort of like right, okay, wait a minute here, Archie. Right.
Sorry.
Okay, wait a gosh darn second here. You think that there's a whole flavour text section for this bloody bridge? And there's right, okay. Now. Doop-de-doop-de-doop-doo. Let's have a look here. Yeah, okay. Right, okay. You start bounding across there. And your footsteps start banging on the bloody thing.
They don't make any noise though. I've got them boots of elvenkind.
Don't matter if they do.
I'm
And
just letting you know.
you see, it really doesn't. Suddenly, whoosh, whoosh, rising up from the chasm below, hovering in front of you, 10 feet above the bridge. Oh, by the way, each square's 10 feet in this place, just to let you know. 10 feet above the bridge, hovering, these 3 flame skulls appear. And let's have a look here.
Actually, does like a cartoon to dig heels into the.
Okay. Okay. And they hover menacingly.
Moliver, what are these guys?
Told you there was a test.
So we gotta fight them?
They cross their arms and lean against the wall and go, I can't tell you that. It's a test.
Right, well, I guess I'll just keep on moving along.
Okay. As soon as you get to there, one of them goes, halt.
Oh, why
Yeah,
are the skulls so
halted.
sultry sounding?
Halt right there. Where do you think you're going?
To the grove.
What grove?
The grove on the other side.
'Tis no grove.
What is it?
You stupid idiot.
Well, that's not very nice.
You're not
Go on then,
very
if you're
nice.
If you're so smart, what is it on the other side?
Why should we tell you that?
Well, you don't have to,
I'm not going to. Haha.
right? Well, anyway, nice talking to you. I'm gonna keep walking. Oh,
They
what do
stand
you
right in
want?
front of you, like,
Blocking there.
yeah. You shouldn't
Do you
take
need me to
another
pass?
step.
Do you need me to answer some riddles 3?
Oh no, don't be stupid. Riddles? Ha! They're beyond us.
Okay, so what do you want?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Then I give you nothing. And I open my empty palm.
They still stand in front of you even more. I'd say that you got to about here, by the way, before they actually...
Yeah.
Archie, what's going on? Are you okay?
Like, yeah, physically, but like, these guys are pretty mean.
Mean? We are not
Yeah.
mean. My
No,
name
you're just
is...
telling the truth.
My name is Waff. And my name is Toff. And my name is Poff.
Waff, toff, and poff.
Not mean.
Okay. Well, my name is Archie.
Hello, Archie.
Hello, Waff.
Ah. Go on then.
Oh, what?
They like stare menacingly at everyone else. Octave, go on, Aerith.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Oh, you guys are adorable. How are you?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
Fantastic. Do you guys think maybe I could come across with Archie?
Why?
Well, he's my friend, and so are you guys. And I want to meet this this cool little guy at the grotto down there.
All right, do it then.
Thank you. Aerith like thinks about hugging him and then realizes they're flaming and decides.
They don't have arms. They can't hug back.
Don't fall, whatever you do.
Aerith expertly like puts arms out at her sides and one foot in front of the other and rope walks across the beam
Nice.
and looks back and like doesn't look back at Gleam. Just wanders over.
Gleam wanders over. All right, let me through.
Oh, she's not going to get past this shit.
Oh, how very rude of you. Why should we? Get back. If it is in your best intentions, you will remain on the side of the grotto. Anyway, back to you. Look, I don't have time for this. I just want to get across, please. Everyone else has got across. I would love to get across as well. Oh, you would love that, wouldn't you? Yes, I would. Thank you. I'd like to get across. No. Oh, come on, please. No.
No, come on, please.
That's it. You're not passing here. Guys, maybe if you just like, I don't know, like, how about a song? I could do a song for you if you want to do if you want me to do that. We don't need a song for you. Don't be silly. Look, Puff. She's trying to bribe us. Oh, we do love it when they try to bribe us. Gleam's starting to get angry. Just like, look, what's different about us? We want to get through as well, and they got through easily. Why? Is it? What is it? Oh, that'd be telling, wouldn't it? Flopsy, have you got any ideas?
I have an idea. I don't necessarily think that everything that's offered is a bribe. Depends on how you think of a bribe. But I rather think Octavia's idea is a very good one. But not a song for you. You see, the acoustics in this area would be fantastic, and I'd much like to try them, but I'd like you to try them as well. If we are all friends, perhaps we could play together.
You want
I know
us
if you start...
to do something? Ha! You must be sadly mistaken. No.
It's quite enjoyable to do.
None of you may pass.
No.
Please?
Like I said, keep to yourself, young lady. We've got this covered. And they hover. Gleam's like, just let me, come on. Sorry, that's fucking Octavia's voice. Just let me through. No, we shan't. Haha. I just want to see my friend. You see her over there? You see that guy there? That's my really good friend. I don't want to be too separated from her, you know? Like, he means a lot to me. I guess Gleam's just like got her arms crossed and she's like, oh, spare me. I can't wait any longer. And she's just gonna like push past them all. Everyone roll initiative. You had fucking Gleam on your team, you know what I'm saying? Like, Gleam's here. Okay, I'll say initiative starts here. You don't have to get involved in the initiative if you don't want to, by the way. It's up to you how you deal with this. Remember, this is
Gleam's in it. I gotta do it.
yeah.
I don't because it's Gleam.
Oh god, I've got to get rid of a bunch of shit. Do. Gleam. Bappity bappity bap bap boop. Gleam's in your team. Gleam is always going to be a little bitch. I mean, unless she has some sweet character development, but who knows, eh?
Who knows?
Who knows? She
does not approve
excuse
of
me,
this kind of behaviour.
rolled that wrong. That's Gleam. Octavia. Octavia's like, what's going on? As the flame skulls like sort of like burst into like this fiery fucking angriness. Anger, that's the one. Beepity bap.
Are they just targeting Gleam?
Beepity bap. You don't know.
Oh, well, I'll put myself in the initiative, but...
You can
Yeah,
put yourselves in
I'll need
initiative
anything.
anyway. Like, you don't have to be a part of the combat if you don't
Yeah.
want to. But yeah, we have beepity bappity beep bap boo. Okay, and Octavia. Octavia, where are you? There you are. Beepity bap. Okay. And that's round 1 at the top. Let's go. Do. Round 1. Oh, Flopsy, what did you get? 21 or 24? 21. You're still
21.
at the top. Right, okay. You're still at the top. Flopsy, you're at the topsy.
Hey.
I don't know how to treat this. Listen, I'm just going to be honest here, as I think that's what you want from us. We need to get to the other side because we've been to do it, and we are trying to save the entire of Prismia. So that is why we must get to the other side.
And in response, you hear, nobody said you couldn't come by.
You actually did before you said none of us are going through, but if I can go through, then
No, that was
I will.
Puff. Ignore him.
Well,
Puff's full of shit.
I respect your decisions. I can get there with my movement, so I'm basically like just in front of them.
You can bunny hop too as your
Um,
bonus action if you want to do that.
That would take me onto basically just in front of Gleam.
Yeah.
So I'll do that.
And Puff, which is this one. Puff, which is this one, is gonna do a reaction up attack against you because he doesn't want you to go across.
Fucking Path.
Fucking Puff, mate. Jesus
Bloody
Christ.
Puff.
Alright, Puff is going to... Where are you? Make us a little up attack. Which is a fire ray with a 21 to hit.
Is it ranged?
Oh,
21
it is?
definitely hits.
Oh, they can't make
Nah,
up
can't
attacks. Shit, you
can't up attack with a ranged.
Oh, no, you can't. Well, fuck that.
Oh,
Fuck that then. I'm stupid.
No.
Yeah.
also actually, I bunny.
Oh, you bunny hopped? Yeah.
Bunny hopped
Fucking.
before I
Come on now.
yeah.
It's been RP all day. I can't remember combat. Jeez. Right.
Bless you.
Okay. Archie, it's you.
No, it's not. Because I'm not Octavia.
Oh, right. You're in the initiative. Oh no, you got 11. Oh, it's because I've got the old initiative in there.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah, fucking dumbass. Right, okay. Octavia's like gonna sneak forwards, and she's gonna be like, if it's alright with you, I'm just gonna sneak on by. This is a 10-foot wide thing, by the way, so you can get past each other easily. Where was she? She was there. She can get there. She's gonna action dash.
Hi, Octavia. Oh, I've got my arms open.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
She comes over to you and she's like, that's a bit weird, right? I don't know what they wanted, but I guess I'm allowed to go. But then you see Puff and Toff are a bit like annoyed at that. Okay. It's Waff, who's not bothered. It's his turn, but he's gonna like hover around Gleam and be like, I told you you're not allowed to pass. And he's going to... Yeah, no. He's not going to hover around her. He's just going to hover higher up. And he's going to shoot at her. Let's see here. Now we can do the fire ray. You can do it twice too. Oh, shit. First one hits with a 22. It's 15 fire damage coming her way.
I'm going to block some of it with my shield.
Okay. With your shield?
My protective field.
What does that extend to?
Like...
This is doubled, remember. Is it... What's the range?
30 feet.
30? Yeah, you're not going to reach it. That's 30.
Damn, alright.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, this bolt of fire just, like, comes out and woof, like, hits her and it, like, singes all of her clothes. And she's like, just stop this now or else. And she is going to come forwards. And she has... Ooh. She lifts up both of her palms, like, to the sky. Even though you're in this, like, mine, like, you see what seems to be, like, an illusory moon that's appearing in above you all. And it blasts down. And it's a moon ray. And it blasts down, and I do believe that's going to miss. Yeah, it just, like, blasts down 200 feet down into the fucking chasm below, and you hear, like, what sounds like a bunch of crystals smashing. She's like, oh, damn. But she's gonna, like, use the rest of her movement to get here. She's not finished crossing, though. Okay.
Hi.
Hello. These things won't stop. Hoff is not happy about Flopsy. So he's gonna come and attempt to fire ray. That's a Nat One, but it's okay.
Pop
He's
off.
got to pop off. 18.
That hits.
Ooh, that's 9 fire damage. As he whoosh hits you with that. Archie.
No, it's gonna hold an action. Yeah, hold action to attack.
Okay.
If it needs to be done.
Alright. Aerith.
Actually, it's the blue skull's turn.
Oh, right, yeah. Yep, this one doesn't like Gleam or Octavia. He's going to come over here and he's going to be like, what a shame if your friend would see you crisp up now. Ha ha! That's 2 rays towards Octavia. Pew pew.
Oh, I'm using my held action.
Both hit. The first one hits with a 13. What are you using your held action to do? Hit him.
To shoot that bad boy.
Okay. She's going to take quite a hefty amount of fire damage as both attacks have hit her.
I will then reaction my protective field.
Okay. So we have 13 damage on Octavia, reduced by 5, which is 8 damage up to Octavia. There we go. She's like, whoa! I mean, I thought I could, She's like really confused. She don't know what she's done wrong. Yep, that Zephyr Strike will hit for a 13 against the blue guy. Okay. Let me see something here.
Whoa.
Piercing, it's resistant, so it's going to take 6 piercing and 1... yeah, as you see, like, when your arrow hits it, it sort of clunks a little bit. And sort of, like, crisps up a little bit in its flames. So that's 7 damage altogether.
And I say to Octavia, don't worry, you've done nothing wrong. It's just these guys.
No, yeah, I guessed. They don't seem easily pleased. Aerith, it's you.
So how far up is this guy up above the bridge?
He's 20 feet above the bridge.
I'll show you my acrobatic skills, Gleam. I'm going to fly.
Hey.
And Aerith definitely like does like a barrel roll in midair, and like very elegantly comes over to this skeleton.
This is the one that likes you as well.
Me?
I told you to stay where you were, but you don't listen.
Well, you hurt my friend, so yeah, I'm gonna strike at it.
Okay.
For an 18 to hit for
I don't
10.
think this one's made any attacks, but okay.
Nah, wait, which one was retcon that? Because whoever attacked Gleam.
Oh, the one... Oh, no, sorry. This one did attack Gleam. Excuse me. I'm talking shit.
Yep.
Yeah, this one attacked Gleam. Yep. That's, yep. That's going to hit. It's magic too. Yeah. 10 slashing on this beast.
Plus the psionic strike.
Let's go.
11 damage.
Ooh, that's nice.
Second attack.
Ooh. Wait, hang on a minute here. Hey. Ooh. He looks absolutely fucked to pieces.
Hey.
He's
I'm
not
gonna
dead
burn
though.
that die as well.
Well, he's undead, but...
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna burn another psionic die to psionic strike him again, so that's doubled as well.
Oh, nice.
So that's another.
Yeah, how do you want to do it?
Basically, what everybody would see is that this thing strikes Gleam, and Aerith just like does a front flip over Gleam and then takes flight and just slams this sword and then glides down with the skulls and then flicks it into the chasm.
Nice. It just goes ooh, and crashes down, and you hear the ka-toosh, and lots of tinkering of like crystal things at the bottom.
Nice. And is this one like down on ground level?
This one is sort of 10 feet away from the bridge on the right. Sorry, to your left, 10 feet away from the bridge. At arms, sort of like head level.
Alright, I will use 10 feet and glide out there. To get to him. Action surge and take 2 more attacks.
Nice.
You are not hurting my... No, siree.
Let's go.
17 for 9.
That's a hit, yep.
1 more.
Woohoo!
And we'll throw a cheeky psionic strike.
Very good, very good. You just absolutely go crazy. Oh, wow, he's so close. He is so close.
And then I will bonus action, because I have no more movement left, and I will fall into the chasm if I don't. Face step onto the bridge. Can I get a wisdom saving throw from that blue skull?
Ooh, let's have it. Wisdom save.
DC is 14.
That's a 2.
It is charmed.
Ooh, charmed. He looks at you and he goes, "Oh, charming. I might be very much in pain right now, but you're very impressive. You may pass, as may all your friends. Isn't that right, Puff?" And Puff's like, "No! No!" And he's gonna, like, float down here, away. No, let it go, Puff, let it go.
You heard the man.
Puff will very, very reluctantly, because he knows what's happening here. Okay, fine. And then you just hear him, like, at the bottom being like, "I can't believe you did that. I can't believe you did that. I can't believe he died." Yeah. And the combat is over.
What a fool. How dare he die?
How dare he die?
Fine, during the day I'll be back to where
Molliver calls over the chasm, and they're just like, well, that's one way of doing it, I guess.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Aerith flicks her hair and just walks past Gloom with the utmost confidence.
I don't think it's the way that all of us were planning to do it, but yeah, I guess some people's opinions are far more important.
Are you trying to blame
Let me
me
just-
for them things attacking us?
It is nobody's fault, Archie, alright? Now, I guarantee you, if it was Octavia who had started that, you wouldn't have anything to say.
Octavia wouldn't have started it. That's the difference.
I mean, we don't have to, like, you know, fall out about it. It's okay. We're all safe now, right? I guess.
We are
Yeah.
safe, and that's what matters.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah. It'll be. Everything's fine. It's okay.
Gleam just sort of walks away from Octavia and sort of goes and like sulks on her own over here for a minute. And just give me a second
God.
here.
When she walks away, she looks at Archie and like does that hands on the hips mom glare, like, Archie, you realize she's lost her sister.
Right?
I get that maybe she's a little more mean than she needs to be, but if you lost Octavia, how would you feel?
I've lost my brother, Will. But that's not an excuse. And it's not an excuse for her. You wouldn't be saying this if you didn't have a crush on her, because you've not said a single thing about all the things she's said.
I don't think Archie knows that.
What?
The
That-
crush thing.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah,
know.
but I don't know that, but I'm observing that.
Archie's presuming it, which is fair. Archie can presume that from. Yeah.
What do you mean? I don't have a thing for Gleam.
Right. If you say so.
There's no need to fight, all right? Gleam, nobody's perfect. I'm not
I
gonna.
agree. We can't start fighting now. We need to all be on the same page. But you have to admit, Aerith, that Gleam seems to have forgotten how to smile.
Yeah, it was not right how we could have gotten into a lot more trouble. Somebody could have gotten hurt. I'll talk to Gleam. How's that? Is
Yeah,
that
I think you
okay
should.
for you, Archie?
Well, yeah, maybe she can start being nicer, but who knows?
All right, I'll be right back.
You see that she's sort of sat down in the corner and she's like tending to the fiery wounds and like just patting out the fire on her clothes and body and like going like to her burns and stuff.
Hey, Gleam,
What?
are you okay?
Am I okay? What kind of question is that? Of course I'm not okay. Look at me. I'm on fire. My outfit is ruined.
Hey, it's not all bad.
It's not all that bad. I got blasted with an inch of my life. My clothes are ruined. How am I supposed to... If I get back to the carnival, I have to change everything. And
When he's in the middle of talking, Aerith pulls out a potion of greater healing and hands it to her.
She looks at it like taken aback by it suddenly. And she just grabs it out of your hand and drinks it. She looks kind of annoyed still.
I know you're probably upset. I know you're upset. But attacking us and getting mad at everybody around you will not fix anything. We are trying to help you get your sister back there.
Attacking you? When have I ever attacked you?
You haven't attacked us directly, but being rude to the skeletons and trying to push past and get what you want, it could have gotten us hurt. It got you hurt. And none of us want to see you get hurt. Even Archie, who can be a bit stubborn sometimes, but none of us want to see you get hurt.
Well, sure, I could have handled the skeletons a little bit better.
And you just... I admire your bravado and your, for lack of a better term, spiciness.
Roll a
But-
persuasion check on that. No, yeah, persuasion.
God damn it.
Your charisma sucks right now, doesn't it? My spiciness.
I bet you feel like Octavia.
I'm not just spicy for the sake of it. I'm not just mean. I'm not just one of those people. I'm not just a bitch.
No, I think you misunderstood. Spiciness isn't a bad thing.
I don't know what you're supposed to mean by that, but look, my sister is up there with her right now, and I'm without my shadow. Half of me has just disappeared, and the other half of me is completely gone.
And we are working on it.
I don't think I can take much more of her taking from me. She's taken much too much from me.
Work with us, right? We're not here to take anything away from you. We're here to help. And Aerith will extend a hand out to Gloom. Let us help you.
She
There's no need
does.
to black
She
out.
doesn't take your hand. In fact, she says, "You know, with your such a naive and kind attitude, is what's going to get you in trouble in the first place." When I went there with Glister, I was promised the show of all shows, the greatest show that would ever happen ever, and we believed that, and we thought that someone was extending to us a kindness, and we were extending kindness to them in turn by agreeing to it. And to walk in so innocently and naively was a huge mistake.
Upon hearing that, Aerith kind of gives the mom glare again, and she says, Gleam, if for 1 second you think I'm naive, then you're foolishly mistaken. These hags spied on me and my friends. They ransacked my childhood home. They sent someone to attack my Nana. If you think I'm going in there to make nice with the hags, you have another thing coming.
Well, roll me a persuasion with advantage. Someone know.
There we go.
For a split second, like a face just sort of drops a little in like a sort of dismantled way. Like her eyes look up at you because she's sat on the floor. Her eyes look up at you and they sort of gleam with a bit of sort of tears in her eyes, and they look really big and innocent all of a sudden. And she's like, "You're serious, aren't you?"
What about keeping you safe and taking them down? And
Yes.
yes, Gleam, I care about you. I want to get your sister back. But lashing out and being angry all the time isn't going to solve anything except getting people hurt.
She wipes a tear out of her eye, and she says, "You're quite right. I'm sorry. I think yes, I need to think about what I'm saying before I say it. For crying out loud!" And she stands up and like shakes her head, and she's like, "All of you have just been most kind to me, and I've been awful to all of you."
Hey, that's okay.
It's not okay. That's not okay at all. Not only are you kind and brave and valiant and truthful, but you're determined. All of you are this determined. You believe that you're going to do this, and that's... you don't see that very often. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I promise. And not just to you. She comes over and she's like, Archie, Octavian, well, to a lesser scale, Flopsy, because I don't think I've been that mean to you. I mean, you do smell of the carnival. But I am so sorry. I've been absolutely awful. I've been so judgmental about this team, about everything. I'm going to listen to you all now. I'm I'm going to stop taking my steps forward in my own direction, and I'm going to listen.
If Gleam allows it, Aerith will put a hand on her shoulder.
She's still facing Archie, but when you do, she feels it behind. Like, she does let you put her hand on there. She's looking pretty, like, shamefully at Archie. Like, she's like looking really like she wants forgiveness here.
I want you to give me your word.
Of course, I promise. I'll do anything to show you that I mean this. I've been taking everyone for granted, that you are here to help, not just me, but everyone. And my sister, and your friends, and everything. And I'm so sorry.
Then I accept your apology.
She kneels down, like sort of like on one knee, not in a marriage way, but like in a submitting to someone in a knightly way. And she says, anything you want from me, I will do it. Just guide me, tell me whatever it is that you need me to do, and I won't be so headstrong. And
well, I don't need you to stand on one knee, and you don't need to stand behind us or stand against us. You need to stand with us as a team, as a friend. Jinx again.
Dang it, I missed it again.
Of course, and I'm sorry as well for letting anything come in between you guys as friends as well. I'm very glad that she turns to Aerith and she's like, I'm very glad that you saw through everything that I was going through there, and I apologise for putting that on you.
Oh, it's okay. Would you like that hug now?
She looks a bit bashful. Well, yes, but not in front of everyone. She's going to come around to you.
Aerith kind of looks at, gives Archie a completely nonplussed look, and then like wiggles her eyebrows at Flopsy and scampers away into the crystals.
Flopsy winks at you before you go.
And blinks back and comes in. She holds out her arms to Gleam.
And she steps forward, but her arms are sort of like hanging at her side. She steps forward and like she leans her head on your shoulder, and she puts her arms like sort of up and around your middle sort of thing, so that you can hold on to the top of her. She like goes for the arse area, you know what I mean? Like, like she puts her hand around your back, sort of like kind of there, and she's not actually touching your ass. You know what I mean?
No wonder she went for somewhere private.
Yeah.
Aerith kind of like taps the necklace and her armor, like, and she's back in her common clothes, and she like puts her hand behind Gleam's head and just gives her a nice hug and like pats her, rubs her back, and she's like, "You've been through a lot, and it's okay. We're here to help."
You actually hear a little strangled twinge in her voice, and her sort of shoulders start to like rock up and down, and your shoulder, Common Claw's shoulder, starts to get a bit damp. She's like really leaning into your neck there.
It's okay.
I'm sorry, every time if I ever get a hug off anyone, I just fall apart completely.
You haven't had a lot of affection in your life, have you?
No, I haven't. And she's like squeezes onto you harder. Oh, what is becoming of me?
You know, you wouldn't believe it looking at me, but I was a robot at one point.
She like steps away a little bit and like looks at you, but she's still holding you around your middle. And she's like wipes her tears a little, and she's like, no, what?
Yeah. Aerith kind of laughs a little bit.
Robot? How quaint!
I wanted to be a real person so badly. I wanted to show compassion and be nice to people all the time. And I was at one point, although I wanted to feel with all my heart, I was a cold shell that physically could not. And my Nana and Zybilna, Zybilna gave me life.
Oh. Oh, bless your heart. She puts her hand up to your face to feel your cheek, and she's like, oh yes, you are very real.
Well, I hope so. Otherwise, I'd have some words for Zybilna.
Oh, well, thank the gods for her. And you.
Thank you. We shouldn't keep them waiting.
And we'll just we'll just camera over to Archie, Octavia, and Flopsy for a moment, whilst you can see through the jutting gems of like the area that they've gone into. You can see their shadow cast along the wall, of them hugging and touching. Octavia has gone red in the cheeks as she looks over a bit like awkwardly jealously. Yeah, well, I guess that's sorted now.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Is anybody here feeling left out? Would anybody like a hug?
Do you want a hug?
Archie opens arms wide and looks at both Flopsy and Octavia.
Let's have a group hug. Hey, are we all hugging?
Did I hear about a hug? Oh, come on, please.
No, you still have it.
I would partake in a group hug if you'd all accept me.
Oh, come here.
There's always room in the hug.
Aerith looks
Yeah, of
so
course.
on everybody.
Oh.
Flopsy breaks arms with Octavia to pull Oliver in.
Aww. Molliver's like, I don't know why we're all hugging right now, but I guess it's because you're all alive after surviving that thing, so, you know. You all take a huge group hug as this pony with a house on its back watches you the whole time. This pony stares on stoically ahead.
Look at him!
As he watches you all hug each other. And as you're all...
Archie turns around.
You
can join too.
He's not going to do anything because this is my outward speech. As you're all hugging each other deeply and deeply, deeply, deeply. Everyone has your own little feelings, but Flopsy, there's someone missing in this group hug. There's three missing people in this hug. Holland, Ooglay, and Clapperclaw. And at that, we will end our much longer than usual session so that you two can scamper off to go and play fucking, what is it, Ghost of Saltmarsh. Yeah. Thank you very much, everybody. That's been...
These videos are posted on YouTube, so make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes.
And don't forget to pay us.
Don't forget to pay. We have a tips thing that you can pay us with if you so care to do so. But yeah, whatever. God, as if I did the I did the spiel. Ugh.
I know, yeah.
All right.
You sell out.
I know.
Weird.
And the Easter egg today, Peach.
The Easter egg is if
You like pina colada. Sorry.
and getting caught in the rain, if you're into crossing bridges, and if you have a hug. There you go.
Oh, if you have a hug.
Oh.
Okay.
Jenna made me cry today.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well,
I'm crying at that whole Gleam scene.
Oh, we'll find out why.
That's the
we'll
Easter
find
egg.
out fully why. Made Peach cry. Yay. Okay, right. Right. Bye, everybody. Say bye.
Bye, everyone.